I'm not quite sure what's happening with bees right now.
Yeah, I mean, we used to hunt them every season.
Start on the, what's this thing in?
The weenus.
I mean, you can learn how to just piss wherever you want.
No one needs to learn that. I've known that for years.
It's like-
Portray lust side up.
Oh, yeah.
Not a lot of people actually talk about it. There's a lot
Like
of
anal.
It's exactly like anal.
I thought it. And then I said it. The most words used in a drawing game.
I'm a journalist. I am a
I love
words
it.
person.
And I drew sans. The absence. It is a sans drawing. How did you still get closest? You didn't even know what you were drawing.
Dimensions of the house are wacky as shit, but
Well, it's a fox's house, Pete.
okay.
Fuck hell. I feel actively unwell.
No,
Oh, fuck!
it's just your house.
I'm trying to get it.
You want me to do it, Gus? I got it. I'm cool.
I bring you love.
Wednesday, 30th of July, coming at you live from the Loki Studios, starring once again Stephanie Ben Dixon.
What's up, everybody? I'm back. Yeah.
From the 90s, Peter Burns,
The Wiggles.
Gus Ronalds.
I'm still here.
It's your boy, Nick Boy Richardson, and tonight on the show, we are all rising like the point of Ragnarok's fire to the sky. Comprehende essay?
All right.
Which I really hope that game's called Essay Proxy. I think this could be our best show yet, because you're back.
Hey.
You're back.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right. Whoa.
Aggressive.
Thanks. I am on the brink of a nervous breakdown.
Hey, have more energy drink then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Energy.
What?
I said chaotic energy.
I thought you said, can I get a G? I was like, G, where are we going with this?
I'm glad that you're like willing to support me with a cheerleader
Totally.
call out without knowing what it's for. I could be
What's
like,
coming next?
give us a G.
G.
Give us a.
It's my name. It's 3 letters. Oh, for
Give us a U.
you.
Give us an N.
Oh.
Give us a gun.
I think I thought of that one, but I'm not going to go there.
Give us a...
I was like, what's a different one? What's
Gum?
a different one,
Gunt.
Nick?
Give us a gunt.
What's
I thought it
a
was
different one?
Is it gunt?
Give us a T.
Is it gunt?
Yeah, so Steph leaned over to me and said, what's a rude word that begins with G? Of course, she came to the professional.
Yeah.
But Padawan, is that what it is? Is that young Jedi?
Yeah, Padawan, yeah.
Padawan, you have out filthied the Sith Master.
Have I, though? Because I internalized it and looked for a more peaceful solution.
It's true. Now, I'm very sorry.
There's
because
always
you're in the
two
middle
of them.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of talking about a breakdown, and I ended
Oh my god.
The couch.
the couch. She noticed faster than
That we.
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah, true. Yeah.
When
Yeah.
did you notice?
Oh, a couple of hours in.
I mean, it's grey.
I mean, the sad thing is, I knew it was coming as well.
It's
Is it-
great.
Is it comfortable?
Yeah, it is.
Very comfortable. Do you want to swap? It's good on the butt.
No.
No.
No. Not really.
I mean, the legs are crossed.
I'm happy. I'm like I've settled in.
You're in your note.
You know?
So
Yeah.
I'm just.
I
Gonna,
got a little butt groove going on.
I'm just going to leave for a second. Come on. I need you to fill
Okay.
because while you were talking about having a nervous breakdown, and I'm a little worried that I stole your thunder a bit, and I completely didn't mean to, but I took a sip of my drink, and it was like basically hot water. So I apparently put the wrong tap on. So I have hot water here.
It's better for you.
Have a sip.
I thought you were
No,
going
you're
to.
sick.
I thought you were going to tell me like that you just received some bad news and you have an actual.
And I
real
need
crisis.
to go, Steph.
And I was like, oh my god, is your family safe?
They're probably not.
You
thought I
just
got a
have
good laugh.
You're drinking
water.
lukewarm
I have,
water.
I have lukewarm. I have tepid water. I have tepid water.
What went from boiling hot to tepid, folks.
That's amazing.
I thought I got a good reaction.
My
to
heart
a joke.
was like really starting to race. I was like, oh god.
I thought it was a good spit take for a funny joke, but I didn't say anything funny. So I was like, really?
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no one
Yeah,
will
save it-
laugh
save it for the good
unless
one.
Hey,
you
for
said
a
something.
corker. Yeah, there you go.
How have you been? I feel like we haven't chatted in ages. What's
Well, we
new in
don't
your
talk
life?
when we're not at work, and so.
I know, but whose fault is
unfortunately,
that?
I've both of us.
Yeah.
Quick to go. Yeah. No, I have nothing to report. Unfortunately, I've had a very quiet week. So I should have.
And these are touching.
I need to rub.
That's nice.
That's fun.
Hey,
and you've got bare knees.
I've noticed that goose content is tracking well on TikTok.
It is actually.
I feel like we should cap. You've noticed.
Goose has noticed that.
Oh, because he's not.
He's noticed.
Yeah.
I
He
was
brings it up
expecting
every
to go,
time.
I've mentioned to social media.
Do you know what he said? Do you know what he said to me a couple of days ago?
How long did that?
He was
last?
like,
Jesus.
do you want me
It'd
to
be a
do
nice
the
thing
game
about you
plan?
for like a fraction of a second.
almost
Said,
there.
do you want me to do the
I was
game
gonna-
plan this week?
I was gonna
Because the
continue.
numbers are always really strong when it's this fuckboy's face in the profile pic. And I was like, well, okay, Gus, sure.
Do you?
Oh, was that me saying
That was you. What you said to
Right.
me.
Said that?
Oh, yeah, that's totally how I talk as well. And that sounds totally right. No, I even reached out to Big Ben and I said, hey, Ben, what's going on here? Numbers are looking good. And I started, he can confirm this. I was like,
to Ben.
I said, is it the game plan? Is it the time
Confirm
slot?
or deny?
Is it? I said at the bottom, like, could it be me?
Mm-hmm.
But like, I put it at the bottom of the list. So I didn't start with
They
old
really anchor it.
fuckboy
To
here.
leave that as a
dragging
lingering thought.
I imagine you with a whiteboard at home and all of the stats and the whiteboard being like, I'm not wrong, right? It is me.
But I stepped back.
I'm the reason
Me.
why.
Well, remember the graveyard grandfather thing?
the
Yeah.
workshop simulator bit
Yeah,
where
that popped
the
off.
grandpa bit died. But that had that workshop simulator is a wild ride.
Had TikTok voice.
TikTok voice always gets you up there a little bit more.
It does sometimes. It's hard to try and chase the TikTok algorithm. But you know what I think it is I think it's when kids are finding you from Spawn Point.
There was a lot of that
That's
comment
how
on
they
the first
found
one.
me,
Yeah.
and they haven't seen you on TikTok.
They don't have much more
and
to
now
say.
they're finding you, and if you don't have an account, but your account is back pocket, let them flock to back pocket.
That's what I'm working on. They don't have much to say than
got a
just
TikTok account.
yell goose in caps. That's usually
They
just
usually
it.
just write Spawn Point in
Oh,
the
okay, you get
comment.
that?
They'll
Yeah.
go, good game Spawn Point. And I'll be like, hey.
We,
And I write first back.
we did a job for Marvel a week or two ago.
Oh, yeah.
And we were there shooting, and there was a lot of people there, and one of them just grabbed me as I was walking past them and said, "You Goose?" And I was like, "No, I'm the other one." And I introduced myself, and then he knew how, which is what I'm always.
But then he went, oh.
Well, no, because he knew Pocket, and he was like, because I said I did the online show, and he said, "Oh, I really loved Pocket. I'm sad that that's gone." And I'm like, it's very strange that. Like, I don't actually think we look that much alike, but then I did get him to record a video saying hi to Gus, and then I got Gus to record a video back to him, and so then like 2 hours later I found that guy again, and I showed him a video that Gus
Same person.
recorded saying hi to that guy.
But I did say hi to Nick, and then I said
Yeah,
I'm
that's
the
true.
other guy. So
That's
I
Same person.
added to the confusion.
Sometimes when I'm out with Peter, people will approach me and be like, hi, I loved you on Good Game and stuff. And they'll be like, you too, Goose.
No, I haven't had Goose. I've had Barjo. I've had Barjo once.
You've had Barjo. Like
I've had Barjo
that
once,
I'm with.
yeah.
That was like my nieces when they first saw the show when they were really little. They were like, that's not Peter.
Yeah, that's right. Who are you sleeping with? You hussy.
At the same event, someone said, "I want to talk to you." Like there was he recognized me. I assume from back
I want to
pocket,
talk to you.
and I said, "I'll be over there in a sec," and then never went back.
Oh, right.
So if you're watching, I never meant to come back.
That's like a pro move that someone would know as like a lesser. They'd learn that after years of being recognized. No. I'm saying that's a move that I was going to say like a D-grade celebrity such as myself would
F.
learn. Sorry.
what does
after
that make
years. And no, but he already went. That's
Not a celebrity.
That's a pro move that I know straight away. He's like, I'll meet you over there in Bales. I'm like,
He didn't say, "I'll meet you up there behind the dumpster."
Why didn't you want to say hi?
No, I absolutely meant to go back, but I completely forgot.
oh, it's
I
look,
was
he's still leaning
working.
into it like a pro.
I'll be right back.
Teach me more, Peter.
I wonder if that person is still there.
Behind the dumpster.
No, they weren't, because by the time I remembered,
Oh, no, they're not?
90 minutes, 2 hours later, they'd gone.
Right, okay.
But
Yeah.
they
Clearly
went
not there.
away with.
But I
the
did have
story
the
of-
memory.
They went away with the story about Goose.
How rude,
the
Goose
bastard.
being how rude he is.
Left him hanging.
fuck.
And to everyone he's
Just
met
planning.
ever
They've got the string on the walls
Yeah.
too.
He was
But then-
like, that fuckwit told me that he would be right back.
If only I could find
All
him
I
on
wanted-
TikTok. Oh my God, it's him.
Future for my
Good game,
daughter,
Swipe
and he let me down.
And that means in a year's time, I'm going to get punched by a stranger in the
Yes.
street, and you make out like a bandit.
Full circle. Full circle.
Full circle. Well, welcome back. It's a pleasure to have you back.
Thanks.
Not much happened while you're gone. We filled with another Steph.
Yep. Judd jumped in. She's a delight. Did you guys ever actually like pay her a real compliment?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, it happened after the break.
Did it?
I mentioned her hair.
Wait,
We forgot to-
compliment as in like, did you see the compliments we paid her? And you're saying they weren't,
weren't
good enough?
inadequate?
Or-
Correct.
Oh, okay, right. So,
then no.
no. I did. No, well, you complimented her
You
hair.
said her pants were shit, and you said her
Hey,
hair is brown.
No, I did
What
not.
the fuck?
I did not. I said I admire.
You're welcome.
I don't think I used this phrasing, but I certainly meant it. I
Definitely
admire
backhand.
courage in making your own pants.
Oof. It's even now.
But yeah, no. But you did say something nice about her hair, or you at least
Said something
Acknowledge
about
colour.
it.
It was a panic response because you were going to say something like, "It's nice to have you here instead of Steph," and then you bailed out of it hard and were like, "Your hair is brown."
Very welcome, Steph.
That's right.
That's all I have.
So, Will, since you put us on the spot, do you have a compliment to pay Steph?
Well, I did in the chat that night. I think I said I said she is a joy and her laugh is like music.
Oh wow, that's
That's very nice.
And everyone in the
that's
chat was like, "Thanks, Steph, for coming through." And the boys failed her, and I was like, "No worries." And
Yeah,
then I
okay.
left.
Well, she's watching now, Steph. Hair,
She is watching.
music.
She said your compliment was the best. It made me feel very thankful. Thank you.
Is she here?
Yeah, not big on dignity, right there. There you go.
One day we'll be on the show at the same time.
Yeah.
I live for that day.
I live for that day. Oh, God. Okay. Good. Do you guys have anything you want to add?
Grey couch boys over here just blending in.
Doesn't get any grayer.
You're dressed like Pete, me,
Pete.
and Reeps were.
Yeah, I
at
saw
the
it.
beginning
Salmon
of
Boys on the stream on
Salmon
Mondays.
Salmon boys.
And I wanted
Something
to get in
like
on that.
There is something in there.
Something about streaming, going upstream.
Yeah. Make a
think
logo.
about it.
Ooh.
I saw this little nifty top at Kmart. $10.
Kmart. What were you there getting?
Huh?
What were you there getting?
Stuff for the set.
Hey. Wait, for Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Cryptic.
Well, we're allowed to say we're doing something on Friday. I'm just not going to say what it is. It's not us. It's Loki. Are you a fish?
Dead fish. You're just ahead. You're just ahead.
Okay, good. Okay, excellent. Well, I say we should kick up with the show, but I'm looking at the list of games that we're talking about, and it's really pathetic.
Great.
I mean, I'm sure what you're talking about is going to be wonderful.
What a way to hype up the rest of the show. Stick around, folks. It's going to be average.
Yours is going to be the
at
best.
Mine's going to be the best.
No, let's kick on with it then, because Pete, these games aren't going to talk about themselves. Just say what you'll be playing, presented by BuriBuri. BuriBuri.
Her hair is not brown. Or maybe it is.
Yeah, I bet she doesn't make her own pants. I bet on that lawyer's salary, she's probably paying Steph to
Don't
make
have
the
to. You
pants.
wear the gowns in court.
That's true.
Wear whatever you want under them.
What do you wear under there?
Nothing if you want.
I saw an episode of Justified last night. Rewatching Justified. Thoroughly recommend. BuriBuri, if you haven't seen Justified.
The famed album by Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, I'm watching it. No, it's a Timothy Oliphant show. You love yourself some Oliphant.
Oh, I do.
Come
love
on.
Elephant.
You've never seen Justified? Have you guys actually never
No,
seen
I've never heard of it.
Okay. Oh my God.
Yeah,
oh my
never
God. Raylan Gibbons. So, Timothy Oliphant plays a US Marshal.
I was about to say, is it about justice?
Is it Jag? Are you talking about Jag?
I'm talking about the Justin Timberlake album Jag. No, he plays a US Marshal and he goes back to his hometown in Texas. And also in it is the Walton Goggins, the incomparable
Wow,
Goggins.
two very sharp-faced, piercing.
It's an
little-eyed
incredibly sharp
actors.
show. It's pointy
Yeah.
all over the place. It's so good. It's so good. The first season is great, but it's very much like basically like Case of the Week style, almost like a procedural.
Yeah.
But then from season 2, but season 1 is still great. I'm saying don't watch season 1. But then from season 2 onwards, it becomes like a serialized, like big this season's villain style arc
And-
thing. And it's just it's so fucking.
And you're rewatching it because you've watched all of it? Or
yeah. It's one of my favorite shows.
And
I was like, I'm just.
rewatching it instead of branching out and watching something new, something that people
I'm
suggested
watching
to
that with
you.
Beck. I'm watching that with Beck.
Are you watching it yet?
No, because I spend my entire life not with Beck.
What have you not watched yet?
I think I responded to Mark to Cyril's put a tweet out like, what's the show that you want to tell everyone about that no one seems to be watching? And Atlanta season 3 dropped a few months ago. Atlanta is like such an amazing show that I just have no one to talk to about it.
Yeah,
'Cause
we
no one's
watched
watching
the
it.
first 2 seasons, but we haven't watched the latest one.
Oh,
We only
it's
watched halfway through the
It's
second.
so good. It's so sharp. It's so like outrageously well
Oliphant
made
sharp?
and just
Goggin sharp?
Goggin sharp.
Goggin sharp.
It's so good. And yeah,
So he's been trying to make me watch it. So I sent him a text message on Saturday, the 2nd of July, and BuriBuri, we'll get to you soon, at 11:18 a.m. with a picture of me holding a bottle of dried lemon. You know how he was recommending dried lemon
to make
or
your
dried
fancy
fruits?
drinks
Yeah,
with.
to make
That'd be your
cocktails with.
garnish.
So I took a picture of it. It was raining. I stopped in the rain, took a picture. The kids were getting wet, but I was like, you know what? My friend Gus.
You don't want your dry lemon to get wet.
It was in the
You-
bottle.
in a jar.
I should have. It was. In a
They were
jar.
the
I should
kids
put the
fine.
kids in the
Getting
jar. The
Totally
kids.
dry.
Don't worry about that.
Stays dry.
And I said,
Interesting.
And I sent it to Gus and said, inspired by you, which I thought was really lovely. To which he
Nicer than what you said to Steph Panicasio last
definitely.
That's for sure.
That was on Saturday, the 2nd of July. He did not respond at all.
I enjoyed
Shut
it.
up. Until Wednesday, the 6th of July at 10:10 p.m.
That's a
You're lucky
away.
you got a reply at all, to be fair, from him.
with the reply. Here is another reminder to watch Atlanta.
Because you just watched Atlanta? And
I
you
think
were
I
like,
finished season 3.
At 10,
I
at
finished it, and I was
10:10,
like-
that feels like a good, a finished Atlanta time.
I took my dried fruit out of my drink and I flung it across the room. No, I'm allowed to appreciate a message and be like, I enjoyed that. I thought it was very thoughtful that you sent that.
At least do a little. That's what the react.
A little
emoji
heart.
is
I'm
Yeah, the
trying to
little
get better at that. I'm getting called out by so many people who are like, I was like, I didn't have anything to say back to that. It was just
Say
really
K.
nice. And they're like, do the little freaking heart. I'm
K.
like, okay. Okay.
Let it-
And I normally don't reply to anyone. I hate communicating. Full stop.
Do you do the little heart or the little exclamation mark?
I
The little
do.
ha-ha?
If someone sends something caring to a close friend, where it's like,
In
I
picture
thought
form?
of you in picture. That's what it's there for, particularly.
lazier than.
Yeah, I didn't know it's not lazy. It's just a little touch that, like, I touched your heart. You know what? You
Much
could've
like
done-
a show
you
I'm
could've-
watching
You could have
called
done the
Atlanta.
fucking tap.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have iPhones.
The
you could've
lemon
tapped
jar
your-
was a perfect opportunity for a heart react.
Next time
because
I'll
it
send.
doesn't warrant a full written response.
No, you'd be
It's
like,
that's
where
just
you're
a
at,
picture
watching
of
for our
glass
lemons.
and lemon.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Well, I don't know what you're gonna say. Like, yeah, suck 'em dryer. Like,
Watch Atlanta.
In Gus's defense, I do understand what it's like when you have a show that you just like are desperate for someone to watch.
Yes,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
issue that
I
I have with
justify it.
Peter and Arcane at the moment because he refuses to watch it.
I thought you did watch it.
No.
Oh, weird. Oh, it's great.
I'm about to start.
There's
the third
plenty of
time.
great stuff I've
The
watched.
third
There's so
time.
many things that Peter wants me to watch, and I'm refusing to now in protest.
But you just power through with shows that we're watching together all the time.
I don't.
So I just powered through with the boys. I finished it. It's good.
Yeah, I was struggling with this. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm just wondering. I was talking about Justified, and I'm trying to remember why.
Because court case,
Then what are they
BuriBuri
wearing?
Thank
lawyer.
you very much. An episode of Justified last night. We brought it back to BuriBuri. Anyway, watch Justified. I can't believe none of you have even heard of it.
Evil Spybo said, I've also watched Atlanta, and I too will not talk to Gus about it.
There you go.
Evil.
But the point is that the judge was wearing Speedos underneath the robe. There you go. Speedos. Because he was like, it's just
He's
comfy.
going to go out surfing, mate. In the
I don't
Midwest.
think BuriBuri wears a robe or a wig or anything. I think BuriBuri is just wearing normal clothes and being a lawyer because you can do that.
I think
I'll allow it.
Sounds more.
I'll allow
Thank
it.
you, Lionel.
That's what we should. That's her tagline. BuriBuri. I'll allow it.
Allow it.
and I believe that is legal advice.
Especially because we can attach it to so many things that she would never allow.
Never allow.
Yes.
Like this, where we all sing in perfect unison the Simpsons theme song.
Oh, sorry. We spent
I'm singing Justified. Damn it.
Done. Full circle. Okay, shut up. It's time to talk about video games. Pete, start us off with what you've been playing this week. BuriBuri will allow it.
I streamed all of Madison, a puzzle horror game about demonic possession and some other stuff. And it's quite good.
This is not off the back of PT, but it's why we incorporated that a little bit.
Yeah,
It's a hallway walkabout.
it is a hallway walkabout. I had just played Santa Dinfna Hotel, and while I enjoyed that, it was a little more action-based and a little more resi in its style, and it felt like a B-grade resi, whereas this feels like what PT was setting out to do, and there have been a few games that have done that since PT got
Like the
cancelled.
actual loop thing?
Not a loop thing, but the idea of a haunted hallway. The idea of haunted hallways.
Yeah, okay.
You familiarize yourself with them.
Extrapolated on that sort of one
Yeah.
feeling and setting.
Let's be honest, that is the scariest part of the haunted house.
The hallway.
You can boil it down to the hallway.
Yeah. Things come out anywhere.
It's true.
But
That's true.
this...
That door in the attic that you can pull the thing on.
That's in the hallway.
Bolts down, it's in the hallway.
Little girl, she's always at the end of the hallway.
So at the end of the hallway.
The setup for this game is that...
What else is in the hallway, Pete?
lots of stuff in the hallway. Some things are in the hallway that weren't there before, and then you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Why is that in the hallway?
Yeah,
Love
good.
that.
The setup for this game is that right at the start, you're in this room and someone's banging on the other side of the door, and it's your dad, and he says, you've killed your sister and your mother, and he's like lost you.
Yep.
And you're like, no, that's not true. That can't be true. I'm going to go and try and work out what the problem is. Pretty quickly, you find out you're in a story that's about demonic possession, and you start to pull the threads of Madison, this serial killer that had started this process of trying to bring about... What is she trying to bring about? One of the failings of the game is that it has a couple of story threads that don't intersect, except for that you interact with them both, but they're not necessarily connected, and there's time travel, and it's a bit confusing. And so it doesn't really nail the story landing, but it absolutely nails the vibe. The puzzles are good fun. They're well thought out. You find things early in the game that you don't come back to until right at the end of the game. And there's always that sense of like, I'm learning so much about this space and I'm crawling through it, and I'm like literally like crawling through it because I'm terrified. But it paces its puzzles and the unraveling of the building itself really well.
So, I'm not trying to be obtuse or facetious or anything. How much of this game is in a hallway? Like how much space is there? Is it full house in which you're wandering around?
Yeah.
Or is it like a small space that keeps changing?
It's a small house. There's basically two major hallways in a central area, and then there's a basement, and then you go to other places.
Yeah, okay.
You travel through time. You
But
get
there's this kind of like psychological mindscape stuff.
Yeah, and the house changes around you. Suddenly you're in the 40s, and there's a Nazi man with a gas mask, or 50s actually.
It was like
Post-
Dear Maria? Dear Esther.
Dear Esther. No. What was it? Martha is
is
dead.
dead.
Martha is dead. The
Mata.
I've forgotten her already.
Yeah, of course.
Oh my God.
Sweet
game of the year. Game of the
Sweet
year.
forgettable Martha.
And yeah, like without spoiling it, it's about a 6-hour game.
Cool.
It's really cool. It's terrifying where it needs to be. It's just jump scare after jump scare, but it wears that on its sleeve, and you're aware of what's happening right from the start. It's not like it doesn't feel cheap because that's what you've signed up for, and so that's all it gives you. I would say sometimes I got lost in what I was meant to be doing because there's pieces of puzzle coming to you that you won't actually interact with for quite a while. So the sense of like
that's not clear.
that's a bit unclear. You kind of just come to a realization that you spend some time going, can I solve this? And then you might come to the realization that I probably need something else, so I'll go elsewhere.
Right. Oh, right. So you can come up against puzzles that you don't have the
Dead
thing
end.
for.
Exactly,
As opposed
yeah.
to you find things that...
And you think you've got pieces of it because
Okay,
otherwise
right.
why would you attempt it?
Yeah.
But it's actually you've got a piece of something else. And that happened a couple of times, but otherwise pretty smooth.
Okay.
It looks beautiful, like, you know, a very
Does look good,
modern
yeah.
looking game. All the niceties of shiny light, and you can flick light bulbs and they swing around the room, and there's dynamic
nice.
lighting in that. So
Even
that's
just
all
the
cool.
we were talking last week playing PT about the POV and the sort of the walk wobble. Like if they can get that right, it really does. Like walking down a hallway can suddenly take on a whole new sort of era of creepiness when you're doing that kind of like the head bob from left to right, and it's got heaps of it.
It's pretty extreme in this. It wasn't interrupting when I was playing, but people came in and watched the stream and they're like, he's moving a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't really feel it while I was doing it.
Is it fucked up?
Yeah, it's super fucked up. It's very viscerally gory, and the monster that chases you is pretty like spoopy. No, just like they're good models.
The real monster is time.
Yeah.
Why does it be a concept? Why does it have to be a real monster?
caught up with all of it.
There's a fantastic secondary monster creature that is also like there's the Madison serial killer, and it's like, and she's said about this possession of you, and you're in the process of trying to stop it or take it through to the point where you can reverse it.
Yep.
You're trying to figure that out as it's happening, because you become aware reasonably quickly that the possession is happening. Did you kill your family? You're not sure, but you know something's going wrong, and you need to work out how to stop it. But then there's this other creature that I was like, how are they connected? And at the end, we were sitting there for half an hour going, are they? I don't think they're connected.
okay.
Maybe they're connected.
There's two.
They weren't connected.
There's 2 hauntings or
Yeah. There's
What are the odds?
It's like Spider-Man 3.
yeah,
We
totally.
sure
Can
are
you're in the
unlucky.
room with the padlock, and they're just bumping into each other, going.
So there's like they're connected in that the story can't happen without both of them existing, but they don't seem to be related in terms of what they've set out to do, which I think is a bit of a failing of the game. Blue Knees is real. Blue Knees is definitely the creepier of Madison. Is
A game name or
Blue Knees.
your name?
Blue Knees is the name of the beast.
The official name of the beast.
It's called Blue Knees. Blue Knees is real. It's like Babadookie.
okay,
It's
it's
a
real. Okay.
It's the creature in the game. It's not. I don't think it's a creature in real life, but
Slender Man.
it is the other figure that's coming for you.
Oh,
and you're
it's
seeing,
fucked up.
and you're seeing things like scribed on like
cute.
notes and stuff. Blue Knees is real early in the game. You're like, what's Blue Knees? What's Blue Knees? That sounds dumb.
Are his
There's an
names
am-
actually?
Yeah, I was going to say, is it one of those ironic
I'm
nicknames
dying.
like
No.
calling a short guy Stretch or something? Because he really should be called Blood Eyes
Well, he's got no eyes and he
no
wants
lips.
yours.
or Drip Mouth.
Yeah, he's got blue knees because he's been crawling around on the floor in the cold, trying to find the eyeballs that disappeared out of his head, and he's
Shit.
looking for. He'll take any eyeballs he can find.
Oh, shit.
God.
So there's some fun nav stuff.
fun.
There's some really good puzzles in it. There's a good moment where you end up in a building that and your main tool in this game is like your control of light with a camera. You've got this like Polaroid camera. You take a photo, you keep them all. You have all of them throughout the game, and you have to go back and reference them to solve puzzles because you're like, I got this photo and it's an important one. I got to go back and find it in my reel of photos that I've taken. And you're walking down corridors and going, pitch black. Like it's just a beautiful setup for jump scare, and so and you know it's going to happen, and it happens, and you're like,
Does it have a
"That was
good
amazing."
bulb setting noise? Because was it? I think
yeah.
Texas Chainsaw, the that kind of like no.
It doesn't have that.
I like,
should.
it's so interesting, and I think I've been thinking about this because I watched a horror movie last night.
What'd you watch?
Not Atlanta.
You know, I said it on Twitter,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
realized that I broke embargo, so I shouldn't say it.
Oh yeah.
A movie.
Okay, yep,
Amazing.
yep.
But I find it funny how, like, every genre of thing, game, movie, whatever, has certain tropes, but horror is the most tropiest.
Totally.
And it's so difficult to get that balance of like what you include because people expect to experience certain things. And if you don't include those tropes in there, people are like, this isn't a horror thing.
Yeah.
It's just like blah,
Well, I saw I can't remember where I read this, but they were talking about the difference between tropes and cliches and how tropes are actually oftentimes really good because it's like it's the thing that you want from this.
Yeah.
It's about you can do a trope in a cliched way or not. And so it's fine to have the tropes in, but it sounds like they're not necessarily always going for the most cliched way, or if they are, then at least it's like in this. It's
you want to include
Yeah.
just enough to get people feeling like, oh, I'm enjoying the, feeling of being in a horror game, but then also have moments where you're like, oh.
Yeah. I wouldn't say yeah.
balloonies. I don't mind if I do.
Blue Knees is definitely
Allow me to give myself some balloonies.
more so even than Madison. Blue Knees is like the icon of the game.
Interesting.
Because it's like
Is the
it's,
name
it's
ever
clocks
explained?
of Madison or Blue Knees?
Blue Knees.
Yeah, I explained it to
crawling around
you.
the ground.
Crawling around the ground looking for his
I
eyes.
wasn't listening.
Yeah,
You know
okay.
what? Because you know why?
Yeah.
I had a thought when you were talking about Blue Knees about, and this is a niche Destiny joke, and I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
There's gonna be a sex thing.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
Holy damn, that would have been funny.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I think the Destiny ANZ Twitter account was like, describe or say a Destiny character without saying their name. And like there were a bunch of responses, and one person just wrote diarrhea eyes for Eris Morn, and it just made me laugh for like half a day. I just
That's
kept
so
thinking
good.
about it.
That's so good. Oh my god, that's so good.
Spot on.
Good.
Yeah, so there's a ton of love in this. It's full of tropes that are borderline cliche, like Nazis and like, you know, there should be content warning for like suicide and there's some dark themes in here that feel a bit like, you know, too well trodden in the horror genre, but the things that work about it, the things that need to work about it work really well, and it was a fun ride, and I enjoyed playing it with an audience because they're not. It's fun being scared, but it's only fun being scared if you can then look at someone else and go, "Wasn't that scary?" and discharge the fear.
Yeah,
because otherwise it's like, now I'm just unhappy and uncomfortable, and I'm still playing, and I'm by myself.
Yeah, 100%.
Most games.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed playing it on
Just
stream.
life, guys.
Yeah. I don't need more of that.
Nice.
Yeah, Madison. If you like spoopy games, and people were suggesting something else that I play, which was I think it's called Visage or Visage, because I saw someone say that in the chat, and I was like, oh, they want me to play Dota.
People are like, play Super Mario. Oh, they want me to play
His
Dota.
heart fluttered for a
I know. I was like, I could after this once we're done.
I could play it. If you really want me to, I could play it. That's Not My Robot a while back said it was a great stream and they enjoyed it very much.
Nice.
Cool. And is Visage from the same studio?
No, but it is another PT inspired thing, but it's a couple of years older, so it might be.
Isn't it by the
78%
Players of
on
Fear people, or am I getting that wrong?
No, it's from Sad Square Studio.
This was by Madison is by a studio called Bloodiest Games.
There you go.
Wow. They have to really stick to that now.
Yeah.
If they want to move
It's like they're not going to be making
a
anything
cute game
cute.
after this.
Talk to me. What else you've been playing, SA?
Hey, SA. I've been playing SA Proxy.
Good.
Okay.
Hotline Miami.
Hey.
Like a top-down, but three-dimensional Hotline Miami-like. And it's good and hard and cyberpunky. And there's a couple of characters. I haven't finished it, but there's a couple of characters, and they have abilities. So unlike Hotline Miami's masks of being like a passive, they're an active ability. So one of them can turn invisible. They can all like slow down time.
Okay, so it has bullet time in it, just as a.
It's got bullet time in it as like a meter that you spend as you're completing like parts of missions as well. It's kind of it's checkpointed for a few corridors as opposed to and you know, a decent chunk, but you're kind of doing like you're perfecting a sub 1 minute part of a level as opposed to getting through the whole thing unscathed. Everything's one hit. Well, actually, there are. I'm starting to encounter some 2-hit things. You're one shot, you're dead, and it's cool. Great design. It's maybe lacking a little bit in. I guess like Hotline Miami has so much personality, and in aping it, it's nowhere near Hotline Miami, but it's still very good at what it is. It just doesn't have. It's just missing something. But I think it's like it doesn't have the sense of identity that Hotline Miami has because it's trying to be Hotline Miami as opposed to it was its own thing first. Yeah. So I think that's all that's missing. It feels good. There's a good, like, this guy has a great lunge with the melee as well. So they've each got a melee weapon that works slightly differently, and he can lunge through a bunch of people. There's a bunch of different weapons you pick up on the ground as you go that have kind of alternate fire modes as well. Like you could have a pistol, but it also could charge and fire through a line of people who are unaware. So there's some cool depth to the little, 60-second trial runs that you kind of just like bashing your way through.
It's also one of those things where, and I'm looking at gameplay footage of Hotline Miami right now. This game looks much better than Hotline Miami, but
yeah,
no character.
Yeah, it is that thing where it's like this. It's almost too good looking. Like it's almost like too.
If you took
clean,
Hotline Miami and went now build it in a 3D engine maker that has video game parts, which is like barrels and cool lighting and skyscrapers and general areas. Like none of these areas that I've seen here look distinctly. I mean, there's some cool lighting, but it's like it's pretty just generic looking.
It doesn't seem
spaces.
super cyberpunky for a cyberpunk game.
I think
it's pretty cyberpunky, and that was the first mission. And there's this apartment, and you're kind of like when you go on a mission, you've interacted with something in the apartment, and you go 5 days in the past. It was like this is what happened to get you to this moment, and we're going to catch up to now and go and do missions ahead of time, I'm sure as well. it's all like this. It's pretty, it's cyberpunky in that it's like there's gross city streets and you're in massive skyscrapers and there's light bleeding in.
Yeah.
This is this character can turn invisible and it's all story based. I didn't choose to play this character. It's like this mission is this character's introduction.
Yeah, cool.
And you will use their special ability of turning invisible because it's important to finishing this introduction to this mission, and then you have it whenever you're playing that character going ahead.
Yeah, right.
I can use this. I'll see how I can use this in this little bit. It's like, and there's boss battles. Were there boss battles in Hotline Miami?
Yep.
They were just like big dudes, right? Like you fight helicopters and stuff.
No, there were boss battles who were like guys in rooms with different attack patterns who would like move in different.
Yeah, but they were just guys, right?
but they took more hits and they had as I said.
But they're just guys.
Yeah, they're just
Yes.
This is like you fight helicopters on rooftops. And
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
So you have to Will, if you jump to basically the final kind of like third of the clip, I'm on a rooftop fighting a helicopter.
Yeah, cool.
And it's like
It's a set piece.
It's a set piece. Yeah. It's cool. They all kind of feel set piecey.
Yep.
It doesn't feel as like feel as though I'm playing through a story like Hotline Miami had that sense, even though it was quite basic and it was just like the phone would ring at the.
But it had real fucked up energy to it. Like there was a real sort of like putting that thing. I got really disturbed by Hotline Miami because it was always like, let's put on the masks and go do murder. And it was just like, oh God.
Yeah. And there was like, even if the writing was minimal, it was alluding to something
very
big.
Evocative.
And it had like this sense that you were playing a role in something massive. This feels like I don't have any attachment to any character or anything yet. And I'm not fully aware of, the cyberpunkiness of it, of how important it is for robots and humans to coexist and whatever. I'm not really sure what's happening in the story, but the set pieces are fun and it's fun and tight and really challenging. You die a lot. So
And you played this on Steam?
I played it on Steam and it was $15 or something. I think it's too
Steam Deck
expensive.
game.
Maybe it's a little more than that.
17 US.
17 US, yeah. So I think maybe I spent like $23 or something on it.
You spent $24.60.
I spent $24.60 on it, and I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
And
guys.
these are just guys.
Yeah, okay.
These aren't helicopters.
Right.
I think you thought you fought a panther in Hotline Miami.
Yeah, you totally. Yeah.
There were a
there's
couple
big
of
cat.
them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Okay. And also I saw Minnow Fanfare say it's Esche Proxy. And I'm happy to go with that now that I've done the introduction of that.
Did we not say Esche Proxy? I think I said
we said it every time.
Yeah.
I said Comprende Esche?
Yeah.
You said
Yeah.
S-
Nailed it.
Quite,
Essay.
Steph. You haven't been here for a while. You don't know how the show works. Gus, what have you been playing?
I know how the show works. I played a little bit of Matchpoint. The tennis game that came to Game Pass, actually. So I was super keen to jump into this
And
because
these are just
guys.
Yeah, okay.
These are just guys. I was looking forward to playing this because I love a tennis game. I love a sports game. And I
follow the tennis.
I have been following Wimbledon as well. And I do enjoy the Australian Open every year.
I wish I enjoyed tennis. People get so into it, and I get jealous of tennis discourse.
Well, the interesting thing about tennis is I often watch it on TV thinking, I'm not going to watch this whole match. And then I end up watching the whole match. It's riveting.
Yeah.
Playing tennis is a weird little sort of back and forth because you jump into it and straight away, I would say mechanically, this game is it's perfect for everything it's aiming at. It feels quite arcadey, but there's a nice little learning curve that you can work out how to juggle the aiming reticle on it and learn how your character kind of auto moves to the ball. And in that sense, I would say it's easy to master, hard to wait. How am I
Easy to learn, hard to master.
Yeah.
I think the important thing is that, as Chorizo Joe points out, 50% of Roger Federer's name is just
That's amazing.
Federer.
Oh wow, yeah, never thought about that.
Incredible. And you say you can't get it. Jokes like that.
But yeah, mechanically, I was a bit underwhelmed at the beginning, and then I quickly worked out how to master. Why are you smiling so much?
I'm waiting for the turn because I played a little bit of this.
Oh, okay, right. Sorry, I was just and so mechanically, I was like, oh, there's not much here. And then the more I played it, the more I realized that I was working out how shot types worked, and it plays really well. I feel like if you squint, it looks like real tennis and sounds like real tennis. I really admire
There's not a lot of grunting.
The guy
There's not a lot of
disappeared in front
grunting,
my eyes
and
just
you know
then.
it shows its cut corners from time to time. The commentary is really lackluster. The character models actually up close aren't fantastic, but in full movement. In full movement, the game feels and looks like tennis, and is super satisfying in that sense. Unfortunately, it is just singles, and there's been a lot of people criticizing the fact that it doesn't have doubles as well. And I would say the most fun to have with this game and why I picked it up is to play online with some friends. And so I've been playing, but with two other friends that one has to wait it out.
I was like, are you playing with people?
So I played the career a little bit, and unfortunately it does that thing at the start, which is like, it's too easy, and you just need to slog your way through those matches, and it's really dull.
You are good at this game.
Oh, right.
I could not win a game.
Can I ask one quick question right at the top?
Yep.
When did you do the tutorial?
Yeah.
Do you know that there's a little aiming reticule?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
cool.
know
Because the
about
two
that.
friends I played with, halfway into it, I'm like, there's an aiming reticule. It's a little shadow that is up on the other end of the court, and when you start charging your shot, you can then move that little reticule. It's kind of hard if you're not
It's
looking
very
for
difficult
it.
to see.
If you're not looking for it and looking for where it's going to be,
It's there, right there.
you can very quickly be like,
No,
I don't know
found
what
the
to do.
game incredibly the reason I was smiling was because I was like, it does a really good job of explaining the controls, and they are very simple in a good way. And then I played a game and I got so rolled. And then I listened to a podcast this morning and they were talking about this game and they were like, it's so fucking hard. Like, I don't know what I'm doing right. And then you were like, it does that thing where it's like, it's so easy at the beginning.
I think IGN's review.
I'm like, oh my God.
IGN's review are like, it's too easy. And so I was feeling that when I played it.
There's nothing worse. When you're just like, this is so hard. And everyone's just like, could have pumped the difficulty.
Well, no,
up a bit.
as I said, I find it really, I'm finding it really easy. And I think maybe there's just a tipping point for once you get it and once you work out that you're not struggling with the player, because as I said, they gravitate to the ball a bit more than you think. And
You
so
do come from money though. Maybe if it was like stick and ball, I would really be
stick and ball down an alley, I'd be struggling with that. But give me croquet or polo and I'm just I'm there.
Fine.
So what's the point that you feel like you just got it? Because was it hard for you at the start?
I mean,
Or did the racket just...
no, yes, you're.
I find it difficult
into
not being
your
on the
hand
horse.
and-
as you
It
get
was
the ball.
all right. It was hard at the start because, as I said, you're struggling with the way the character is. You're trying to move the character one to one like it's Mario Tennis. You're trying to run them around the court.
Yeah,
and as I said, all you're actually doing is kind of pushing them in the way the ball you think it's going to go, and then it's all about picking the right shot type and charging that and getting the aim of that right. And then the player will do 80% of the work
You
getting
had to
there.
become one with the ball.
There you go. And so once you get past that and you work on just the shots and where to place them, it's quite easy. And then the career got quite boring because it is, although you only have to win one set at the beginning of some matches, once you get to a final, you have to play straight sets the whole way through. Or if you want to win, you got to win 3 sets, not 1. And so at that point, playing the computer just felt like hitting against a brick wall. It's not that fun. The AI is wonky at best. But playing against a real player online, I played a little against, I think there was someone, Stewie Potatoes, not this, came up. And I was like, all right, I'll play against you. And it just...
Stewie.
It's Stewie.
There's Stewie. And it felt great to just... You couldn't
great.
read their shots. And it suddenly becomes a real game of back and forth tennis where it's just like there's little mind games. There's pushing each other to the side of the court before one of you has to throw in a lob desperately to get your player back in the middle. And it's really satisfying. And so, yeah, I've been playing with a couple of friends and one of us has to sit on the bench because it is just singles. So, and just listen to the audio and be like, who's winning? But they're chucking a lob in there to get back into the middle of the court. So I'm going to be able to receive it when it goes down that side.
Oh, you're on the far side.
I'm on the bottom.
You're on the bottom? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but you end up having some great rallies, and again, playing online is just fantastic.
It's amazing, Gus. I mean this genuinely. I have actual respect for you with this.
Thank you so much.
Because I found it unbelievably difficult.
I think give it just a little bit more. Like give it another half an hour, and you might just click with it. I think it can get you there.
Someone in the chat said some people are born with the racket and others just pick it up.
Sure. I mean, I played a lot of tennis growing up, but I don't think that's translated here. I think I've just persisted a bit more because I want to enjoy a tennis game.
It's so funny. And I so jump on that train, but like I went to Pony Club.
Yeah. Well, I can't talk too much.
We actually played a game called Polo Cross, which is like
of course,
lacrosse on horseback. That is the most like white jock thing I've ever heard.
Well, my excuse is always that squash ruined my tennis, so like I can't talk too much.
I played a squash game.
Yeah, great.
But yeah, it was really good. Nick Kyrgios is on the front cover. I'm not a huge fan of him.
I hate Nick Kyrgios.
So I went and played him, and I beat him straight away on
Good.
play. I
Yeah.
was like, I smashed him.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel good about this.
Nick Kyrgios walked into me.
There you go.
Really?
in Broadway Shopping Centre.
I
dare
can
he.
see that.
How dare he. Did you turn
just
to the
before-
side and go, did you see that? No one ever.
You're fucking joking. No,
I have no idea who that is. If you ask me who Nick Curios is, I'd be like a TV presenter.
Yeah, well.
yeah, anyway, yeah. He's
Yeah,
definitely a performer.
Did he apologize?
Yeah, he was sweet. He was with his mates. They were all very tall.
They were all
And
They were
I was
all
on the
very
phone.
tall.
I was on the phone and
He said
just walking
spiteful.
along, and someone bumped into the back of me, and I looked around and then looked up, and it was him, and I went, and he went, sorry, and I went, you're good, and I was like, that's Nick Curios, and he's going to get, I think he
Red
got
shoes.
schnitz.
Red shoes.
I think he went and got some schnitz.
Got
From
a
Broadway.
Typical.
Steph, red shoes?
Red shoes?
Bright red
Yeah.
sneakers.
Yeah.
He wears
wore
them
them.
all the time.
He does.
He
That's
does.
the problem.
When you're not meant to,
get it.
Stephanie.
He's meant to wear
You're
white.
meant to wear whites.
Oh,
with a
well,
collar.
All the respect. I actually
With a
didn't care
collar.
too much about that, but I did have an issue with him turning around and screaming at his box that they weren't supporting him enough. Go fuck yourself. But of course, if you want to come on the show, we'll welcome you on.
Totally.
And then tell you to go fuck yourself. Okay, good. Match point.
Match
It's on
point
Game
fun.
Pass.
The only annoying thing is that the when it plays a replay at the end of every point, the logo of the game flashes up on screen and zooms in, and just my brain goes, you finish a point, and it goes, match point. And I'm like, oh, it's match. Oh, no, it's just a regular point. So that's a flaw of the game,
How good
I
is
think.
the that opening cutscene?
Oh, yeah.
The music
It's
that
just
goes
like-
along with that? It's a real banger.
yeah. But again, it's
good.
on Game Pass, so if you're even just like thinking,
How does it go?
Nick,
I can't remember. All I know is I was dancing.
there you go.
What genre of music is it? Orchestral?
Tennis.
No, tennis music.
The genre is tennis.
Well, you wouldn't know, so you can't prove me wrong.
God damn it, he's right.
What else you been playing?
And then the other game I went to pick up that came out a couple of weeks ago was Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, which is the latest in the Fire Emblem Warriors series, of which there is one other game, but it's the next game from Koei Tecmo, who have done a new Muso game, which is these Warriors games, essentially. The last one that they did was the Zelda one. Hyrule Warriors. And Fire Emblem Warriors was really greatly received. And so this is a Warriors game based off the most recent Fire Emblem game, which was Three Houses. Which was the traditional Fire Emblem game, which I picked up and played a fair amount of, but I fell off because it didn't scratch the itch that I like in Fire Emblem. It had far too much RPG stuff, a lot of dealing with your classmates and this sort of Hogwarts vibe, and there wasn't enough tactical battling in between. What has happened here is they have actually made a storyline which spins off from that actual story. So it still includes these three house masters, which everyone got attached to. But the character you were in the previous game is now the antagonist, the bad guy. And you play a whole new face that turns up. And you take one of these three main house leaders and you choose them and you go along with their narrative, and it totally fucks with the story from the previous game, which doesn't affect me, but for the people who got really heavily invested into it are freaking out a little bit and being like, this is insane. Like, it's totally turning the universe on its head. That universe is full of thousands of royal families and people of different long, stupid names that are all referencing their uncles and aunts and invading countries and regions and places.
Game of Thrones.
It all goes over. Oh, it's even more intense. It has that kind of like...
That guy's name's Edgelord. No, Edgard. Edgelgard?
That is her name. She's,
All right.
I think Edelgard, and she's the Black Eagles, who is the house I went with.
I see.
Anyway, but so there's a lot of that crazy narrative story stuff.
Sorry,
and-
this is Three Houses story continued.
correct.
Yeah.
But kind of twisted.
Yeah, but twisted, yes.
And in that is a Muso Warriors style game of which you run around a map, and it is your job to whip enemies into clouds as you use stupidly overpowered attacks. But it is kind of the same formula if you've played one of these and gotten into them, which I'm doing more and more every time a new one comes out, and kind of appreciating what is
you
there
are.
to it is
Bam.
it is everything I should hate in a game. It is UI being bombarded at me. It's
Wave mode.
tutorials at the start, but it is essentially
wave
a
mode,
wave
yeah.
mode.
You go to the wave.
You find the way.
I still,
Find the way.
I still genuinely do not understand what kind of games you like.
Me neither. But
You
it
are
broadened my
you are
horizons.
such an enigma. It's really strange.
Well,
It's like a lot of weird Nintendo shit that you play in your living room that is like maybe designed.
Stephanie.
In your living bath.
It's maybe designed for a family or a child, and then it's just like really intense, like shooters and hunting games.
Yes, yeah. That's
It's that like juxtaposition.
and match points.
and match points and tennis because it's a gentleman's game or it's a high nobleman's sport. Yeah, this is such a mixed mash of two game types because what was not in the original Fire Emblem Warriors, that was just a Warriors game with a Fire Emblem skin.
Yep.
This, however, has all of the RPG elements that comes with Fire Emblem. In between every match, you go to a camp and you run around and chat to all the people who are there. You cook the meals, you get them to talk to each other, you go on quests, you build certain areas to reinforce your camp, you buy and trade weapons that you take with you out into battle. There is way too much in this game, essentially. And I was hanging on by a thread to keep up with it as I played through, because every time, like the first 10 hours are still tutorializing everything.
Yeah.
You were still learning new mechanics and all that. That said, when I could keep up with it, I was very much enjoying the Fire Emblem nature of it all. I do like all these characters and the stories that they're telling. And the cool things they change about the Muso style game is they have added Fire Emblem elements. When you press pause, you go to a grid-like overworld of that map. You select characters and you tactfully move them around as a pause screen, much like original Fire Emblem. So you get to stop the action and go, all right, you're going here, you're going to escort her. All right, and everyone go.
A little nod to the original.
Yeah, and it's like all the sounds from Fire Emblem, all the little voice. It's fully voiced as well.
Dorothea?
All of these characters turn up, but Nick, there's like a big time jump, and they all grow up, and it gets totally more interesting than the 25 hours of Three Houses I played.
By interesting, do you mean sexy?
Oh, it's always sexy, don't worry. But this, it's just like...
well, no, I'm not interested anymore. That's not to be said. But I was like, I don't mean that.
Yeah.
But it's the joke
It's
I
the
should
joke.
make.
It's the joke.
And I think I have to make the joke.
It's
It was
the
on the
bit-
table.
I always have to make the joke.
Then they get in mechs, and boy, oh boy, they
Yeah.
can't fit, they're too old. It's just, yeah. No, what I'm saying is it does something quickly with the story in the first 5 hours that took the previous game 28 hours to do something interesting. And in that sense, I was on board with it. I'm like, this is cool. And just when you get bored of the RPG stuff, you run into a map and just hold down buttons and just whirl up these power attacks. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? It is just
Did you
crazy.
ever play Persona 5 Strikers?
No, but that's the one I'm going to try next.
Yeah, I think that if
I
you're...
like Persona. And
if you're into this Muso-style stuff...
Yeah.
I am, like, very much not. But even Persona 5 Strikers, I played... like half of that game, and that's like a 60-hour game.
The Muso running around battle stuff is not that smart and not that interesting, but it's undeniably like it's addictive. You just kind of got to keep going.
And I feel like in Strikers, there's a little more activeness to it that made it really much more fun than a lot of the other stuff that I've seen, but with all the fun Persona stuff as well.
Yeah,
So,
totally.
Yeah, like,
the
would
thing I
definitely
enjoyed about this is
think-
they simplified, all you do is run around and fight ground troops and little bigger generals, and they're not really boss fights. Oh, there are some larger creatures, but
helicopters?
No helicopters, but Hyrule Warriors had every enemy type had a different attack style and you had to counter it. Here it's just go up to that area and focus fire on things. And in that sense, it's really gratifying when you get into the swing of it, and then there's the RPG stuff as well. So look, I'm glad I've gotten to try it because I don't know how much more I will stick with it, but I wanted to see how they've tackled it, and I think they've done a really good job. And I think people who love Fire Emblem are going to be into it. People who love Warriors games are going to be obsessed with it, and I think there's a strong crossover with that now. So
That's kind of a helicopter.
that's a bird with wings. It's a Pegasus, Peter.
God damn it.
A bird with wings is a Pegasus?
Yes. sorry. Oh,
Bird's wing.
moving on.
I think you'll find it's a
And a
bird.
regular bird. So it gets way too
Dragon.
overcomplicated. There's so much meat on the bone for people who like this stuff. However, I was reminded playing this why I fell in love with Fire Emblem originally, and that was playing Fire Emblem Awakening on the 3DS, the first Fire Emblem game I ever played. And I was sitting there thinking, I just want to go back to that really simple top-down strategy, managing 9 units. All they do is talk to each other in between. There's not a town to build. There's not all that stuff in between. So I reached behind me in my office, and I dug into my old box of old game consoles.
Holy
There
shit.
she is.
And I found my old 3DS.
What a
Oh,
beauty.
wow.
Oh,
What
it's
a
the first
beauty.
Steam Deck.
Oh my God.
Wait, is that the camera open?
Incredible.
Close up. I'll do the rest like this. So I found my 3DS.
Can I see that for a second?
Yeah, of course.
God, that was
And I
a
had-
fun console. This camera quality is way better than it has any right to be.
And it takes them in 3D.
God, this was an awesome console.
So that's the XL, and I
Is that the XL?
the
I remember
original
when
was
the
trash.
so big.
God, it's so
How
good.
small
Yes,
was
it was
the
great.
original one?
Not good.
That
No,
seems,
it was bad.
But that seems
That became standard.
I mean,
so
that
Fucking great console.
so I went to Amazon and I bought a charge cable for
Yeah,
it
you
because I
did.
couldn't find it. And then that turned up the next day, and I charged the thing up, and I reached in to check what game was in it. And of course, Fire Emblem Awakenings was in it. I probably shouldn't have taken that out. The game was still on. Oh, God. There goes I've just corrupted my save file.
That's 20 hours.
And I booted it up, and I went in, and I didn't remember who the characters were or what the story was or anything like that. Check my save. And I...
Game card was removed.
no.
All your data has been erased.
Say that. And I went back in, and it took me like an hour, and I suddenly was like, I now remember these characters. I remember all the pairings that worked really well. This was just the simplest of Fire Emblem games in terms of the first 3D one that had this whole facelift. And yeah, it's a mini map with battles to move through. There's a story you can totally ignore, and just a few characters you can get into.
Great game.
5 hours later, it's 3 a.m, and I'm like, what am I doing?
Tell
and I was
me
just so into it. And so this is totally, I'm going to now either try and finish this, because I've got a 25-hour save in there, and I'm up to like chapter 12, and I checked a review, and it goes, the game is fantastic. And after chapter 11, you get to the second half of the game, and I was like, oh my God. So there is so much more there. And I'm like, I remember playing Fates. I remember playing one or two of the other 3DS ones, and they started to clutter in my mind. They added so many more mechanics. They added so many more things. And this is just the simplest little battles.
It's okay, Julius. Nothing?
That's where I'm up to. Yes, that's where I'm up to. Thank God. Yeah.
Fire was burning inside of you all along.
All the control, all the muscle memory of the controls and which buttons to speed up through things. My occasional sliding up the 3D slider to just enjoy a little battle and being like, "That's good." Off it goes again.
Yep.
It's great.
And that'll do.
And that'll do enough. So yeah, I'm actually now probably going to play a lot of this. I'm going away next week. I'm going to take this with me, and I can't wait to just smash some old OG Chrome. Yeah, I made this on like Good Game up on level 6, like when we were up there.
You made it?
No, as in I made this character and started this game.
Right.
When we were like that.
I remember having to
back.
point a camera at the screen.
Oh, yeah.
That was the only way to capture footage for that show. Oh my
And then
God.
if you needed the gyro, you need to put the camera on those two sticks and do
then
gyro.
Yeah, using
around.
AR,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
And it was Joe Gog had rigged. He taped these PR kits and for a billiards game. There were 2 mini plastic pool cues.
Came with a pool table.
A little pool table as well.
Mini pool kit.
Yeah, but the cues were taped to the camera, and then the 3DS would get taped to the front of the sticks, and it was pointing directly at the top screen, and then we'd turn the 3D on or do an AR game and follow it around. It was amazing.
Anyway, I'm
3D essay.
I'm so pumped. 3D essay. I'm just pumped to be back into it. And I'll probably, as I said, I'm not going to take my Switch with me to play Fire Emblem Warriors New Hopes. I'm going to play Awakenings
Amazing.
because it's great.
Cool.
Gosh, it's good.
Steph.
I've been away, so I haven't really been playing much to talk about. But the one thing that has been my happy place is still V Rising. I'm still playing a lot of it, and I figured out that what this is doing for me is it's fantasy RPG survival stuff that I love in a beautiful forest, but it is also The Sims. And I never really got into The Sims because I think the main sort of game of The Sims I find kind of annoying.
Yeah, too ordinary.
Yeah. But I get the idea of the joy of building a perfect space that makes you feel happy and kind of expanding on that and choosing things and placement and making it all kind of like what I was doing in Valheim, making the perfect aesthetic thing. And this server is just a PvE server, so we, are literally just kind of working our way through the game to be able to upgrade our powers and get new abilities so that we can then go and mine for new things and then get new cool stuff for our house.
Is this your house?
This is our house. Do you mind going back to the beginning? I'll take I'll take you on the MTV Cribs tour.
Oh
Okay. So this is the outside of our house in a little forest. Very beautiful.
We're aware.
I've even done some kind of exterior gardening sort of stuff.
Yep.
With some plants and things like that. In the entryway, you'll see our coffins to the left and right.
Oh, okay.
I think is Reese's horse.
Why do they have RGB?
Because they're mad gamers, and they just love it.
RGB coffins.
Those coffins are servant coffins.
Oh, okay.
Those are people that we've turned into servants that do our bidding. And they have to cook in there to become servants. You put them in there, they're sort of with the blood, they cook. And
Okay.
we command them
Right.
from
They
that.
don't have to do cooking.
No,
we
you're
com-
stewing them.
We command them from that big throne.
Ceviche.
And then it's been difficult to expand on the original design because we have a particular size plot of land. And then I was just trying to find ways to expand out from it. So I would say the floor plan is not great.
Yeah, I was going to say it feels a little cramped.
Yeah. If I had my time again. This is our little...
In this cavernous space.
Yeah.
These multiple rooms
Just
How
Always
high are these
we just-
ceilings?
filled with servants.
We just recently unlocked this white wood paneling, which I think is just lovely, and I've used it for our sitting room. Can't actually sit in those chairs, but I like to just know that.
I like to
it's there.
imagine that we can.
Yeah.
If I had my time again.
This is the apothecary. I've done a lot to expand that.
Now, I assume you're using sort of resource appropriate floors.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
That is for sure. You get a major buff for it. And we just recently unlocked the floor for the gem cutting room, which is very exciting for us all. But if you look at the detail of all of these little
live with this.
items is actually wonderful. And when you're using them, they do all these beautiful animations. I didn't have time to go and put all the things in them to make them do that, but they're really beautiful. My favorite one is like the little paper machine. It does like this beautiful printing press animation. This is where we make our leather. And I've put specific pictures on all the walls that I think either complement or reference what the room is for.
Oh, grass room.
This is the garden. I can't really enjoy it at the moment because it's daytime and I'm a vampire, so I would burst into flame. But I can look through the doorway and appreciate the fountain.
So can I ask that since you're a vampire, are a lot of the plants
Thank you for pausing.
in the garden appropriate for night blooming? Flowers that enjoy the night, so that when you're out there at nighttime, you're enjoying it.
They bloom all the time because
Okay.
they're all magic.
Okay, they're magic
And we
always.
harvest them for potions.
Because it would be torture to be a really avid vampire gardener and just spend every day staring
Say,
at your window.
oh god.
Yeah.
No.
But I've done for the garden specific kind of haphazard organic placement of flowers, and I've been, particular about color combinations. And
Yeah, of course.
This is my favorite room of the house. This is a library with the Athenaeum, and that's where we do all of our research and learning spells and stuff.
Excellent.
There's the little printing press. Love that. We can, make our little scrolls and stuff so that we can learn new things and get the knowledge.
But wait, so you write the knowledge and then you learn it? How do you create a scroll of knowledge that you don't know yet?
It's like how you had to make notes at school, and it's like I'm going to write this on the
Right.
chalkboard.
If I write it down,
and
I'll
you're going to
remember
write
it.
it down, and that's how you're going to learn it.
Well, we need paper to be able to write things on so that we can do the research and write things down and stuff like that.
Yeah. So you're researching in the library your own paper. It's not I assumed you just drew a blueprint and were suddenly like, now I understand this print that I drew.
Look at his face.
No.
Look at that face.
So much frowning.
Oh god.
No.
Sounds
we get
dumb
we get
is
the
what I'm
knowledge
saying.
from people. We get the knowledge
Steph, you
from
live with
peop-
this.
Yeah. We get the knowledge from people that we kill, obviously. From people,
Just like real
from
life.
people we suck the blood from, and also
write it down somewhere.
And then also just from books.
Yeah. Okay. Just read a bit.
How can we learn? Well, there are books. There's also the blood sucking method.
Can I ask why you're writing it down when it's already in a book?
Don't engage. Don't engage. He's
Well-
baiting you, Steph. He's baiting you. You know this.
Okay. So yeah, I'm showing you all the little nooks and crannies of the library because I spent a lot of time on it, and this is a little close up of the.
Great book.
This is my favorite. Look at it. Look at it.
a
And
huge
then
book.
and again, when you're sort of learning stuff from it, or there's a new spell or ability for you to learn, it kind of lights up all purple and does beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Spend more time in the nooks or the crannies?
Most of the nooks.
Yeah.
I like a nook. And this is the portal. This is the gem cutting room. We'll come back to that. It's particularly resplendent, I think. Spent a lot of time.
We'll
trying
come back
figure
to
out-
that.
Yeah.
Will we? How long is this crib store?
This is the tailor. Another one. I
about a
think
third
it's
of the
really.
way
Look at all
through.
those beautiful lush fabrics. I love that. I love that. So we make all of our armor there. That's where we make our cloth.
And you still think this place is too small?
Well, it's not that it's too small. It's more the layout.
Okay, right.
Do you know what I mean? This is a very long hallway. I wouldn't, if I had my time again, But it does show off the windows. This is the little what do you call it? Forge, where we make all of our
This is the forge?
sick vampire weapons and stuff.
Yep.
I know it seems weird to put a fireplace in a forge, but I didn't really know what to put in that corner, and I think it looks great.
I was going to say
does
that.
look
It would
great.
be very hot.
Yeah,
Very hot.
yeah.
There's
but
no
also,
respite.
I'm dead, so it
That's
doesn't really
true.
matter.
Do vampires sweat?
I don't think so. I don't think so. We just burn. That is a new thing, which I've forgotten what it does, but we just got it, and I didn't know where to put it because it really doesn't match the
That
aesthetic-
crystal thing.
the aesthetic of the
Wait,
rest
the
of the
crystal
house.
thing?
Yeah.
That is so funny that you've got this huge I'm going to say undulating crystal. And it's just like, I don't know what to do with this. We just got to put this somewhere and just whack it in the corner.
I forget what it does. We just
How do you forget what it does? Look at it.
Well, because
it's
I'm
the most impressive thing in your whole house.
It's because I'm concerned with the fucking curtains, Nick. That is the game for me. But look. Can you just enjoy the placement of the? Can you go back a little bit, please?
God damn it.
Can we go,
Will, don't go back.
can we go back to that crystal?
Because look at the beautiful balcony that shows off that stunning
Of course.
outlook.
Vista.
Cliff.
Yeah. And then I'm planting some little flowers out there on the balcony.
But there's the crystal.
Okay, so more back to the gem cutting room because this is probably one of my favorite things. The blue wallpaper I think is a nice touch. Really ties in with the floor, and I think the gem cutting and the jewel crafting tables are probably some of my favorite designs. And you'll notice the floating candles there as well. It's a nice touch.
I did notice that.
Sometimes you can unlock floor lighting and candles, or wall lighting, or floating lights. This is Shark's garden.
Good.
Shark has spent a lot of time
Wow.
putting this garden together of all of the different plants that we use to make our potions, and these are original existing ruins that we have decided to keep.
Oh,
intact.
okay, right.
Nice.
This is like the heritage.
You cannot
part of the
build
house.
them.
Yes, of course.
So once you destroy them, they're gone.
Yeah, right.
So we had one unfortunate incident where somebody was trying to kill an intruder and accidentally knocked down a wall. Can't get it back. So we're doing our best to protect that heritage. This is the Airbnb.
LokiCat.
This is the Airbnb for this. Remember what I was telling you about the Airbnb for the servants that we have to suck the blood from?
Yep.
So these are our slaves that we use when we need blood, and I feel really bad about it. So I was like, I'm going to make them a beautiful little house, and they can all live there and not have a terrible life. But in order for them to be slaves,
They have to be in
They
cages.
have to be in cages.
Have to be in cages.
It's the equivalent of then
So-
making them write 5-star
Yeah,
reviews.
I don't know if it's worse
leave a good
that
Yelp
I've made them a beautiful house that they
They
can't
They
enjoy.
can't enjoy it. I think it is worse. I think I would rather because you're in the cage regardless, put me in a bad room.
But they have a nice fireplace. They have some nice windows. I chose those curtains. I think it looks really nice. And that's our little
hot in
grave.
this fireplace, and I
You
wish
just
I could
open the
go
door and then
outside.
shut it again because that's where we farm bones and stuff, so we can get grave dust. And that's it. That's my home. I hope you
Amazing.
guys enjoyed your time here. Come back anytime. Nah,
Is there a
not
guest book?
really.
Should put a guest book at the front.
I'll catch you guys later next time on MTV Cribs.
There you go.
Lovely.
Amazing.
Word up. Well done, crew.
Sometimes it's like having someone describe their dreams to you. But
Put me in the torture cage.
But at the same time, I am always impressed by the dwellings you create in these games. The Valheim one, again, I was just like, there's no fucking way I'll ever do this. Same with this. But I look at it and I go, it really, like if someone handed me that and was like, there you go, this is your house now, I'd be like, cool.
See, I feel that way, but I was thinking the exact same thing when you guys were both talking. I was like, if I saw a tennis game, I was like, there's nothing that would inspire me to play a tennis game.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, Gus, maybe. And then you were like, I played a bit of it. I was like, what?
What am I missing?
What?
Yeah. Yeah,
Tennis
good.
game.
Great. Well, that's V Rising. Still playing.
Still playing.
Still enjoying.
going.
Good. I'm going to be very quick because the game that I played is very short because I just played the demo. I played quite a bit of stuff. Oh, I will say, I just said I was going to be quick. I'm still playing Fortnite. I'm so into Fortnite. I've been playing so much Fortnite. It is so much fun. It is so much fun.
No build?
No build.
Oh, no, Bill.
Oh my god. It is just.
Do you ever just dip into build? You're like, maybe I do want to build. Okay.
No. To me, it doesn't exist.
Once you know build, you don't.
You never build.
You don't know build.
Anyway,
you do
Fortnite's
not
great.
know build.
Fortnite's just so good. Me, 5-6 years late to the party. Fortnite. It's great. But a game that I did play a bit of technically this morning at like 12:12 was a little game called Ragnarok.
You
What a
got early
twist!
access code too?
Yes! No. What a twist. It was not Thor Ragnarok. It was Doki Doki Ragnarok, which, so this is the demo that I played for this. It is a dating game where you play as a Viking. Oh. And
Does Doki Doki mean something in Japanese?
yes, it means like love or dating or
Where's Multifish?
Cute relationships.
yeah. What does Doki Doki? It's Japanese onomatopoeia for a heart beating quickly. Oh, so that's Doki Doki.
I do
is
remember that. I do remember
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
that. So it's
That'll like-
Doki Doki is not specific to that game.
No, Literature Club. No.
Yeah.
So you play as a Viking. You get to pick the kind of Viking that you are.
Sick.
And by pick, it's choose what kind of grunt you want to make.
Great.
And then Odin comes down and is like, hey, I'm the Allfather. go and pillage to your heart's content. And your Viking's like, I will, but I'm feeling a little bit lonely and I need something more in my life. And so you go and you travel to England and you begin to invade England. And instead of dating people, you end up seducing villagers. So
Cool.
the first village pops up and it's like Wexham. And Wexham goes, oh, I'm so sorry. I was just standing here with my unprotected houses, and then sort of like, and then you big strong Viking person turned up, and then you grunt. At one point, I projectile vomited on the town, and the town was very impressed with my raw like brusqueness. And then it's like, oh, I hope you're not going to plunder my shoreline. And it's all this sort of like just the villagers are very coy little, and it's not like there's lots of innuendo, but it's not dirty. It's actually very cute and funny and sweet. And it's just all about these villagers that want you to come and invade. And all the villagers have different personalities. So some of them want you to be just like grab me and plunder me, and then other ones are like, I want you to get to know me first and like understand about what makes me as a town special and that sort of thing.
So weird. Do you think this was made by Scandinavians who just want to appease their guilt for all of the like raping and pillaging that they did?
It could be, although in fact, it's something that lends credence to that is it has a very healthy disrespect for the English.
Yeah.
And it's constantly making jokes about how crap it must be to be English. And so it's very funny. There's no gameplay involved. It is just having these conversations. You fill up this meter up the top and the village loves you. And then there's oftentimes, like half the time, there's options that you have where it's like, do you want to, there was one where it was like, do you want a raw, it was like raw vomit, or do something else. And
What's with all the vomiting?
Yeah, there's a lot of vomit. Well, you're always drinking mead.
Is it a sex thing?
No, it's just a drunk thing. It's not even it's not like a rainbow shower.
Definitely a sex
It's
thing.
not a rainbow shower. And so that's...
It has a name.
Of course, everything has a name, Steph. Give me a
Throw back a whole
jig.
packet of Skittles. You got yourself a rainbow shower.
But the... so half the time it's like specific interaction dialogue choices. And then the other half, it's plunder... drink mead. It's maybe it's attack, plunder, drink mead, or invade England. And invade England is always like the fourth choice. And I think invade England is like, all right, I'm ready to like move on and find something else.
Yeah,
anyway,
cool.
It's very dumb, but very stupid.
Good
Wait,
write.
that's the same thing. It's very dumb, but very cute.
Good writing?
Yeah, really fun writing. Like lots of genuine laugh out loud. Like I cackled to myself.
And and the game isn't lost to the humor in that like the idea of vomiting on the town. Do you have an inkling of if that's going to be effective or not?
Yeah, so every time you meet a new village, it gives you the meter up the top fills up, and if you do something to impress it, it fills up a lot, and if you do something that's not that impressive, it fills up a little bit.
Okay.
So you're kind of always impressing it in some way.
Can I go back the other way?
Yeah, I've only played a couple of villages that hadn't gone.
If you insult the village enough, will it
I don't think so,
lose
because
respect for you?
the vibe of the game is very much like
Win.
Can you vomit
you
on the
are
village
just
too much?
Irresistible.
potentially, but it is the writing is very funny, and yeah, it doesn't get the game is incredibly light. It's actually just about
There's probably barely a fail state. It's just how you get
there's
to the
no
end of
other
each village
menus
and
of
say,
leveling
yeah,
anything
right.
up or whatever. It's
Yeah,
just go on this like weird adventure where you date a bunch of towns and decide which town you like.
It's really going to fuck up when you watch that Alex Skarsgård Norseman film or whatever. Is that
Well, he dates his mother in that, I hear. So
okay.
it's kind of
throws
like,
up on her in the second half? So
it does.
they do what they do.
It's a rainbow shower. Thanks for watching. That's all the games that we will play this week. So that is V Rising Madison, Esche Proxy, Matchpoint, Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, and Fire Emblem Awakening on the 3DS. Oh my god.
This thing has a stylus. I forgot.
It has a
I was like, it has a stylus.
so good.
Why?
And remember how the
For brain training, that's it.
remember how like
training,
Vita
so
and
good.
PSP batteries are like
Trauma Center
floating
cut
and
the
exploding?
Trauma Center under the knife.
Oh, that's right.
Center.
I'm going to see if the eShop's still
Harry Hatsworth, Doki, and Doki Doki Ragnarok. Those are the games that we've been checking out this week. All right, stick around because there's more Back Pocket coming your way after this.
Meet Nathan Roner, a mild-mannered game dev and VR enthusiast. But a freak jewel-severed foot accident has given him hot tub cars for feet and turned him into RollerStar. By day, Nathan must deal with the ever-crushing burden of being a brilliant indie game developer. But when the evil Dr. Pocket decides to steal all his money and not make his custom Patreon commercial for 6 months, you must use RollerStar's flowing locks of customer loyalty to smack that pocket back into place.
Patreon? More like Patreon.
And after a hard day of crowdfunding injustice, RollerStar sloshes into the pants of his lovers with his sexy jewel jet hot tub feet. And when it comes to cruising for a feed, RollerStar rolls right into the thick of it. Hungarian slop doesn't stand a chance with RollerStar's high-powered hot tub boost, leaping over the Central European cuisine with ease. And don't worry, kids, he washes up real good. RollerStar. RollerStar comes with everything you see here, plus everything you don't, including billions of hot tub-borne diseases.
Look, it's called the game plan, but there's a zillion games coming out this week and I can't bloody well choose. Think you've heard of every genre? Wrong! Neon Blight is a roguelite store management shoot 'em up. You should play it so you can say, I liked roguelite store management shoot 'em ups before they were cool. Be a frog, make friends, and solve puzzles in Time on Frog Island. Explore strange new fantasy sci-fi biomes in Zell. Fight the blight and cure your amnesia in Tale of Biston. That's the real blight of all game characters, amnesia. This cyberpunk roguelike platformer will see you trying to break out of a death loop. That name was already taken, so this is Loopmancer. Light up the night with Eyes in the Dark, the curious case of one Victoria Bloom. Here's one for your dance card. Ambition, a minuet of power. Romance, intrigue, revenge. Riot Girl dreams come alive in Loud. Rune Factory 5 is finally here, so go out there and get those runes from the factory. I didn't say I knew what I was talking about, I just came here so that you would tell me what you were playing in the comments. Do it! What you got down there? What you writing?
Anyway, welcome everybody to the hat masturbation game.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta play. Live up to your debauched mind anyway. Also, we should say that
Brush script.
my first prediction, I think... So, the thing that I'm thinking is that if you dream PC, you'll never...
Scream PC.
You'll never Google PC.
Good.
Because you won't need to, because you'll have a great PC of your dreams. Head to Dream PC. I will see you tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. here on this Twitch channel. 10:30 a.m. Edge it.
With your brekkie.
Edge it with your brekkie. Welcome back to the show.
That needs to be my new channel trailer. That's amazing.
Should be. Big thank you to the Melodic Storm and Merf and Klumpes there with the word from our sponsors there. Merf and Klumpes.
Some OGs. Some thing of the day OGs.
Yeah,
God.
that was great.
Back.
Great.
Better than ever.
Yeah.
So-
I'll say.
Terrifies me that all of my hidden space out moments, someone is always watching.
Oh, I was watching.
Yeah.
They're all on
They're
camera.
so hidden.
Live on the
We have an audience.
Subtle,
This is
subtle
live.
hidden space out moments that no one will ever notice.
I think I feel more hurt because I watch it happen most of the time when I'm talking. I'm saying something, and then Merf is like, "Look at this! Look where she stopped listening." And we saw an ad there for RollerStar, and of course the game plan, the video you do each week. Love it.
It's becoming more of a recap because it's the end of the week now. So those are the things that came out this week.
Yeah, still out.
useful.
They're out. They're out
Still
forever.
bloody.
They're
I
always,
checked.
they're always going to be new to someone who
That's true.
hasn't, downloaded every game that came out the moment it arrived.
Someone we know is playing Fire Emblem Awakening. And speaking of games that are new but also a bit old, Fall Guys went free to play, which means everyone can play it. We're going to be playing Fall Guys later on in the show, and we're going to be doing an open custom lobby. So that means that if you have Fall Guys, boot it up now on
Update
whatever.
it, possibly. I think there was an update.
Right, okay.
Recently.
Maybe update
today.
Fall Guys, but open it up, get it ready, and you can do cross-platform. A code will just come up on screen when we're ready to play, and you can just like input that and jump in the lobby and play with us. So that would be great if you want to do that and play along with us. Okay, before we get to our guest, a very quick plug for Dream PC. PC of my dreams. I'll tell you what, yesterday I was having some PC issues. It wasn't really my computer's fault. It was definitely my fault. But if it went on longer before I realized it was my fault, I definitely would have gone, fuck this.
Yep.
Picked it up, thrown it out the window, and walked outside and gone, shit. Picked it back up, brought it back inside, plugged it all back in because I'd had to go to dreampc.com.au to be able to order another PC.
Did you wake up and realize, was this the dream? Because that'd be fucking wild.
That would be crazy. And if it was the dream, then the dream would be go to Dream PC and get myself a new computer because they are easy to configure via their website. They're bespoke systems that are built to order. They are an authorized Australian market parts seller, and they have live updates via the build tracker.
Dinosaurs and skeletons. My PC died yesterday.
Come on.
Come on.
Dream,
How many?
Yeah.
not bigger.
Dream bigger.
Dream,
Dream within your budget.
Dream more efficient
Dream
and within
anew.
your budget. But
Dream
yeah.
better?
Yeah.
Sure.
And Dream PC, maybe knock, $5,000-$6,000 off the price of that PC for
Give them
for
a couple of
dear
grand.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're dreaming.
You're dreaming, mate. But if you do need a PC, go to Dream PC. Head to go.dreampc.com.au/backpocket for more information about Dream PC. We thank you. You're the sponsor of our dreams. All right. Speaking of Dream PC, let's head to Dream Phoebe.
Subtle.
I love that intro for me.
There you go. Phoebe Watson, game developer, game consultant, cultural consultant. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm sorry. I told you in the tech rehearsal, hey, we generally try to aim for 8. Often we go over, but we don't have that many games to talk about this week, so we'll get there.
It was
somehow.
the MTV Cribs tour.
It was the 30-minute walk around the
My
house.
fault. I'm so sorry.
But
I
thank
loved
you.
it.
But thank you very much for joining us. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and who you are?
Yeah, so I'm Phoebe. I'm a proud First Nations woman of the Yarragooditch clan of the Mar Nation, all the way from Southwest Victoria. And yeah, so I'm a game designer. I've been playing games since the PlayStation 2 Slim, actually, was my very first console. My dad bought it for me. Yep, and the 2 games that came with it were not Crash Bandicoot, it was Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal and Gran Turismo. And my mother took one look at the shooting game and was like, that's gone on the top shelf. And I was
They didn't get the
Wait,
title and go.
again.
They didn't get the pun in the title and be like, Phoebe, with a name like that, you are not playing a game that risque.
I went to my dad's the next weekend and I told him. So we went back when it was time to drop me home.
And he was tall
we had
enough
a
for the top
conversation
shelf?
with my mum.
Yeah.
He basically told her, I was like, look, it's fine. It's aliens. Trust me. I'll be good. And she let me play.
And now you're like, see, Mom, it turned into a career, so it was actually all worth it. It's totally fine. Now, we tried to get you on the show last week. We actually found you through our socials guy, Big Ben, and he saw you talk somewhere and said you were fantastic. And it was like, you got to get her on the show during NAIDOC week, and we tried, but the timings didn't work out. I think you were completely busy all week. You said you had a ton on. But we're thrilled that you are able to join us this week because the Australian game development scene went through a huge AAA sort of period, and then, that famously crashed. But what we've got now is a really blossoming indie scene, and it just seems to be growing more and more, getting bigger and bigger, and it's spreading out from just the Melbourne hub all over the country. But we don't hear a ton about Indigenous games and Indigenous developers. So what do you see as some of the biggest impediments for getting Indigenous developers or Indigenous themes and stories in video games?
Yeah, I mean, look, there's not a lot of major impediments. There's actually there's so many benefits, and I could go on those for ages. But unfortunately, sometimes trends start to arise and more people are interested in engaging Indigenous people in their stories, and there may not be as many, genuine people with the right intentions, or even people with the right intentions, there's a lot of work that actually goes into engaging Aboriginal people, especially when you cover things like intellectual property and you're talking about culture. Our cultural intellectual property is shared by everyone. It's for all First Nations people. So no one can really hold and keep that knowledge for themselves to sell and do what they want. So yeah, it involves a lot of work and a lot of time and patience. So, sometimes maybe that's not done correctly, but yeah.
And what are some games that you think have effectively told Indigenous stories that have come out or that may be in development at the moment?
Yeah, so I can't speak a lot to Australian First Nations games, actually. If there's people out there who know them, I always want to hear more about them. I want to shout out and spread the word. But one of the projects that really inspired me before I actually got into games as a career was Never Alone, produced by Upper One Games and Eline Media. And it is so beautiful. It is an Alaskan First Nation story, and it's told 100% in language. So you just hear this beautiful language and story told to you, and it is such an experience. And I remember playing it and thinking, I could do this with my culture, or somebody else can, do this for Australian culture. So that one really, really inspired me.
And what are you working on at the moment? Because I know that you work as a cultural consultant on some things, but you also have some of your own projects going on as well?
Yeah, so at the moment I'm working with GUC, and we are working on future folklore, but this project that you're seeing right now is called Every Day, and I was commissioned. This is my first commission through Free Play, and it was super awesome to be part of that. And I basically got to make my own first little game, and it was such an experience. I wanted to keep it a little bit simple because it needed to be within my own skills, but I wanted to tell a meaningful story, and this one focuses on the everyday struggles that people task, with mental disorders and stuff like that, like the small decisions that can really affect you and upset different people for different reasons. And I just wanted to shine a tinsy little light on that one in my own way.
Phoebe, do you find that people are now starting to realise the importance of having a cultural consultant when they're working on any project that involves any kind of Indigenous story? I did a bit of a writing course, and what came out of that was that often people think, I'm a person who has respect for a culture and I can research and that's enough, but it's really not. And do you feel like people are starting to understand that now?
I think we're just beginning kind of that journey. Like, representation has been kind of the first thing we've been really battling, but now representation really isn't enough anymore. I think it really needs to come from Indigenous agency, which means the stories, the ideas, the want for these games and this media needs to come from Indigenous people. It can't be a group of non-Indigenous people who want to tell that story, because it's not your story to tell.
Totally.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, as your role as a cultural consultant, what is it that excites you about the potential that's there? Because obviously, as you said, it's the start of this journey, but are there projects that are up and coming, or even just on broader terms, things that excite you about the ideas of being able to take such, rich culture and bring it to gaming in a way that we, haven't seen in a long time?
Yeah, absolutely. It's this untapped pool of stories and inspiration and new creatures that could come of this, like dragons. It could be like a First Nations version that just becomes so popular that you see everywhere. Like, it's just so untapped, these stories that we have to share. And we're storytellers. We've been telling stories for 40,000, for however long it was, so long. So, I'm really excited to see that. And one of the projects actually that I was a little bit involved with is a kid's storybook called Wheeler the Koori Warrior. It's written by Jordan Gould and Richard Pritchard, and it's the a story based from, my home area, and it's just reading the story, like it's a kid's book, and they engaged me to do some sensitivity reading because it's about a female protagonist. But I was so sucked into this book, and just, seeing a girl like me put in this protagonist position, it was just, I finally, felt that feeling that other people get when they see their culture and their people being presented in the media that they digest. It is truly special.
Saw someone in chat just scream, "We just bought that book." So Zenobia is on your side as well. And do you think that are there game development programs or anything either run by First Nation or Indigenous developers or for people to be able to express those kinds of stories? Do you know anything like that? If anyone is watching and they're like, "Oh, that's something that I'm interested in," that they could get into?
Yeah, I don't actually. I know in the game sector we're doing a lot of work top down so we can get some more support that, First Nations people are getting the funding and they are being able to tell their stories. So if anyone out there wants to start one, go for it.
Do you take any I guess hope away from seeing projects like Clever Man, which was Ryan Griffin produced based on Indigenous stories, a modern adaptation for television. Sorry, not a video game, but a really high-profile show. Are you aware of Clever Man? We worked with Ryan on Good Game for a period of time. And he blasted through our lives and shot off onto bigger and better things. But I was so amazed seeing Clever Man, and we got to talk to some of the actors as well, and just to see so much production put behind an Indigenous story. Do you see that and go, we need to be getting some of this money coming down to the games industry as well?
Absolutely. I mean, the film industry is massive, and if we can just get more First Nations people on the screen and more First Nations superheroes, like Marvel, DC, what are you doing? We got some really sick, superheroes that could come out of this, and there's a lot of hope that comes from that for sure.
I think that's such a good point in that something about Clever Man was that it was the modern adaptation of something, which there is an inherent, more accessible avenue for a lot of people where it's like, oh, it's kind of like now, so I don't need to make the leap of it's a different time period or whatever. And there's something about being able to take a really old story and adapt it for something new. And and
totally Phoebe, as you were saying about no one owns these stories, but the inspiration there's so much depth for inspiration, and seeing things like Clever Man come to fruition, that was really exciting. Yeah, totally. So it's actually been disappointing seeing so little happening in the gaming space when we've had a blooming indie scene for the better part of a decade now. Australia's indie scene has been regarded across the world as something to look at. So hopefully seeing more, and awesome seeing you in there and getting your fingers in pies of different things, creating your own things. It's cool.
So in terms of what you're working on now, you said you're working with Guck. Is there anything you can tell us really broadly about what you're working on, platforms that it's on, when or where we should expect to be able to play it?
Yeah, so I'm on heavy NDA, so secrets. Can't tell too much right now, but I'm really excited about this project because we start to, think about Indigenous culture and, like you were saying, working that into a more modern context. And what does Indigenous futurism look like? Culture adapts and changes, and I'm really excited to see my culture adapt and change into, super futuristic stuff. So, not saying that's necessarily what's in the game, but that's what we're trying to do is, change that kind of perspective from, what old ancient culture is supposed to look like and how it can look like now. So it's going to be on mobile for sure. And our main audience that we're kind of working towards is First Nations peoples. And then everyone kind of comes after that. So I designed for First Nations people first, sorry everybody else. And everyone else enjoys it.
Cool, awesome. Well, Future Folklore, and that's from Guck, who you can follow at Guck, GUCKHQ on Twitter. And do you want to promote yourself, where people can find you online, and if they want to get in touch?
Yeah, so basically you can just follow me on Twitter. It's Phoebe at PhoebeJW. And yeah, I just talk about things that are important to me, games that I like, things that I'm working on, stuff like that.
Cool. Well, thank you very much, Phoebe, for joining us. And yeah, let us know when there's something that we can play or check out for the game that you're working on, Future Folklore.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks, Phoebe.
Phoebe.
I think she gave the game away when she said Future Folklore.
Wasn't she saying that as a genre?
No, that's the name of the
that
game.
is the name.
Well, it's the code name at least. It says currently codename Future Folklore.
Right.
It's not
we kept her in
past
front of the 5 minutes. We could have got the date when it's coming out.
100%.
We could have just kept pushing.
She would have, like, if we'd had 15 more minutes, we'd have a preview build here right now.
I've cracked.
Vertical slice, playable.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Great. Awesome.
Yeah.
She's very personable.
I did a bit of research, obviously before we got her on the show, and watched both of her 2019 or maybe it was, I think it was end of 19, like GDC and then a Gamescom talk or something. And they're like, I was engrossed the whole time.
Yeah.
So cool.
And the hilarious thing is she came on screen and that pair of headphones that she had, I literally made those headphones in House Flipper last night and left them as a gift for the person whose house I was cleaning. Maybe
lovely.
Phoebe's house.
She's so right about there being so many Indigenous Australians are the oldest continuous culture on the planet.
And it's like,
There's a lot of stories.
It's that
to
thing of
tell.
when you hear stories that go back in every other culture around the world, it's like, well, yeah, we have our own versions of that. And as you said, often very similar ones. And it's like, but so much more ancient and so incredibly, not creative, but it's that thing of how a lot of those ancient stories and sort of things that get passed down and have such an interesting bunch of characters or narratives or stories or lessons behind them. It's like, that is just the well of which to draw from to come up with amazing premises for parts of games or narratives or anything.
Australia really should feel a lot of shame for how little value it puts in Indigenous culture. I remember in primary school hearing all the Dreamtime stories, and just being fascinated. It was the most interesting thing that happened.
I remember it being something that was part of childhood, and then it.
Yeah. The drop off
is
into like high school is ludicrous.
But the fact that it's a drop off from, as you said, it's stories that are being told because there's often a lesson or there's something there of worth to be passed down. And I think, as you said, the drop off there for us comes from the fact that, well, they're stories for kids, so why would they have any meaning beyond a certain age or beyond a certain education level? When you go, oh, you grow out of that stuff, it's like, well, it's not for that culture because they literally are told to families for generations, to every member, and it has more meaning. So it's like, yeah, the fact that we just relegate it to the fact that it's like, oh, when you're a kid, you might look at a kid's book that has some Dreamtime stuff in it, and that's all your sort of...
Well, it's like, you look at like how, because it's at the same level as like Greek gods in terms of like the kinds of stories, like epic... Like it's kind of like
world forming.
Yeah, it's like when you read Norse mythology and it's like Loki and these just like
the rainbow serpent carved out the rivers.
Totally, yeah, and it's that level of that scale. And you're right, Pete, that how it just gets. It's just not. Whereas a lot of those countries that it's built into their just the DNA of that country.
I grew up in New Zealand, and the relationship is so different over there. It's still not great, it's still a colonized country, and there's always going to be, steps to be taken to get everyone into a better place, but it's still like miles ahead of what it is here in terms of just the amount of respect and amount of inclusion and stuff like that. So
I think the final thing, I think you're so right with that modernization thing, in that I think there's probably not from Indigenous storytellers, but from a non-Indigenous person looking in, about the like a sacredness about like it's almost like sacred cow, don't touch, don't change anything style thing. Whereas Phoebe's talking about like making like an Indigenous First Nation superhero or something. And you're like, yeah, of course. Like, just take a bit of the thing, inspire it, twist it, make it something where
still
it's like
celebrate it.
Yeah,
Champion it in a way that it still has what's at its core still important.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be completely left in the way it was originally. And yeah, Ryan's a perfect example of that. And I'm sure there's a game out there that's just going to blow our socks off that will be like, this is an amazing creative way to look at this story or this culture again. So yeah.
Need
Go
to
Phoebe.
rewatch Clever Man.
Yeah.
It's great.
That was awesome. Okay, we're going to take a very short break. We'll be back with Fall Guys after this. If you want to play Fall Guys with us, boot it up now. I hope you have fast downloads because apparently there's patch. And we'll be back after this.
He's literally talking about buying rubber duckies today.
Because I forgot to buy them. And
You don't forget to buy them. You don't buy them because you're an adult.
Are you familiar with Angela Anaconda?
Oh, it's not that I'm running from something with a knife behind me.
Amy Winehouse murdered him brutally.
I think about all the Care Bears sliding down rainbows.
I'm now scared of you.
Yeah, back to me.
Oh, I totally my neck.
Because you emptied yourself.
Oh, and the thing.
I don't want to know.
Try to make me go to court case and I say,
I have an aunt Yana, and I have an aunt.
Not to be looked at. What the Mine are Cindy and Tanya.
it's short for something.
Definitely caused so many nightmares this evening.
LokiCat wants you to think he's a good-looking man who wistfully looks off into the distance at weddings. But what is he hiding? Not only is he not the Norse god of mischief and the rightful heir of Jotunheim, he's not even a real cat. He was born a boy. But now that boy's all grown up, and that overgrown boy loves birds.
The man likes his cockatiels.
But does he love those birds too much?
This man sleeps with birds.
And cockatiels aren't the only Australian icon he's tried to fuck.
Those are flamin' crows!
Is this flamin' galah who you want in charge of the country if he ever decided to run for political office? LokiCat. When you head to the polls this weekend, make this ninth life his last. Authorised and paid for by Nick Boy Richardson.
So quiet.
Presented by RhysWild. Get wild with Rhys. That's his new tagline. And
Sexy.
And the way that I'm going to do it is that I want Rhys to send me, just any time over the next week or so, a collection of 10 wild things you've done in your life. And then each time we have a Rhys segment, I'll read out one of the wild things that Rhys has done. And when I run out of them, I'll just start making them up.
Knowing Rhys, he won't just send them to you. He'll make a word from the sponsor.
There'll be a film.
Performance.
Oh, yeah.
There'll be a GIF.
There'll
be something that'll make us all
you don't have
feel
a
like we
busy week,
haven't
Rhys.
delivered as much as his quality.
And if he doesn't do that, he's going to look pathetic.
You see what I just did?
Yeah.
He'll just play this clip back.
Yeah, totally.
In his video.
Thank you very much, Rhys, for sponsoring this segment.
Cheeky.
Very clever.
Very
Got us.
cheeky.
He got us.
Very cheeky
what a bastard.
indeed.
I hate him. Thank you very much. ItsJepp and RhysWild for the words of from our sponsors there. And of course, we saw LokiCat's trailer that was filled with nothing but straight facts.
Yes.
And we saw it. Sorry?
Don't read the fine print. Asterisks.
Yeah. The birds thing. That's true. And then, and then
I forgot about the birds thing.
and added there for the post show. Aunt.
We talked about Aunt and Aunt.
Well, it was crotch.
Aunt Vag or Aunt. Sorry. Aunt Crutch. Crutcher. She's Aunt Crutcher.
Is it pronounced crutch?
I can't remember. What did she say?
There's a crutch and a crutch.
Are they two different things?
Yeah, a crutch is a crutch you put under your arm, so if you got a damaged limb.
See, I think he's saying crutch is crutch.
I said vag.
Crutch is crutch and crutch is crutch. He said vag.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Good.
Crutchia and Tiziana.
Thank you. I was wrong.
What were we talking about?
Post show.
That was an
Post show.
after
It was an
show.
ad for that, and that was that was a great episode in general. That was a great post show. Steph
Vag.
Peebles Good Valley.
Vag.
Thanks for reaching it, mate.
That's the way you said it. Vag.
And I wasn't going to bring it up, but since you said that and lost your dignity, Pete was just reading chat and he saw Not Big on Dignity, and that's Steph Panicasio. And he goes, oh, not big on dignity, Steph Panicasio. And Gus looked up and like with genuine, like, not anger, but like
Concern.
Fear and concern.
fear and concern,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit of malice. It just went,
Mouse.
she said that. As though
Not big
Pete
on dignity?
and Steph
This guy?
Panicasio said that Gus is not big on dignity.
She's right though.
That's
the
true.
thing.
Mm.
That's
true.
two things I'll say about her. She's right. Brown hair.
There you go. All right. Speaking of people with brown hair, let's move on with the final segment sponsored by someone who has a lot of brown hair. It's Very Good Gameplay. Sponsored by brown-haired RhysWild. Get wild with RhysWild. He sent me 11 things that he's done.
He actually
that are
did?
wild. Yeah. So I'll just do one at a time.
Before you do, while you're going to read all of these, I cannot shake the image of a calmly sitting brown-haired boy just watching going,
They're playing right into my hands.
just having a bunch of little subtle emotion reactions. That's how you watch this show, silently.
And as Rhys is saying, he's screaming only one because otherwise this will run out very quickly. I'm doing one each time we do this.
Yeah,
so I've got a list of
milk that
11. So
conversation.
we've got 11 segments to go.
Good.
Are they in any particular
He's
order
in,
of
in it for the
wildness?
long game. I like it.
Maybe we can rank them at the end of the 11th
Yes.
one.
Maybe we can each pick
That's
one.
a good idea. We can rank
yeah,
it.
you could rank
Okay, so the first thing that Rhys has done that's incredibly wild is he has done a 360 front flip on a snowboard. It's pretty wild.
What? Wait, in real life or in a game, Reese?
It better not be in a game because if that is the wildest thing you've done in a game, Rhys.
Was this in Snowboard Kids Reese
I would say a 360
Was this
front
in
flip.
Parappa the
in
Rapper?
real life?
So that means he's gone one full rotation and landed back
Forward and
and over.
He's gone
as well?
up and flipped forward and landed.
I guess it would actually be.
no, but that's just a flip. He's done a
That's-
360.
I'm
Oh,
gonna put
so
it out.
he's rotated.
Yeah.
You don't want to do a 180 front flip if it's
true.
only the
Then you
Yeah,
land
then
backwards.
you're landing on your head.
yeah. So
Yeah.
he's done a front flip and spun his whole body 360 degrees.
Which I'm not
Yeah,
going to take any of the
that's what I
credit
hear.
away from Reese here, but I'm going to say that's probably
360 spin.
easier to do momentum-wise than just
Yeah.
a front flip.
360
Front flip takes a
spin
lot of
while
oof,
front flipping.
but going up and twisting, I think would actually help.
What? Wait,
Reese,
what did
back
you
me up
say?
here. I reckon doing a front flip plus 360 rotation would give you more momentum
But he still has to have the full flip rotation as well.
than doing a straight front flip off it, just like nose down. Whoop.
Well, he still has to go like all the way over. Otherwise, it's not a flip.
No one's agreeing with me.
No, why would they?
No one's agreeing with me.
Wild.
It's a flip plus.
Backflipping it's a McTwist.
Okay.
a Pegasus.
Gus is right about the momentum. Gus is right about the momentum, says Reese Wild. He would know. He did it. Thank you, Reese.
Did he though?
Did he though? Or
Did
did
you
he
though?
just write 11 things in a list and send it to me?
Reese
in the
did a
DM
flip.
Discord.
Do it again and film it, or I don't believe you.
Facts. Straight facts. That's the other half of this. Every time that I bring up one of the extreme things you do, next week you need to send us a video of you doing it in real life. I don't want an animation. I don't want it to be like me saying this and
I don't
somehow
want
I
it to be
do
Snowboard
it.
Kids.
Yeah, I don't want it to be from a film. I don't want it to be.
Parappa the Rapper.
I definitely don't want to see Parappa the Rapper do it a flip.
Or Gus does it. You
Or
name
Gus does
name the wild thing. Gus does the wild.
Just come back in a full body cast. Okay, so update. It's
I
not
know.
easy.
Momentum
But
thing was
imagine
all bullshit.
The hijinks that would come out of that story, though. Well, I went to do it, and then I was somehow naked, and then
It's true.
Yeah, the full body cast is not. I never got to the mountain.
They left this part bare for
Oh
some
yeah.
reason.
Oh yeah.
That was the only part that was still dressed. Okay. It's time to play a video game.
Yes.
We're going to play Fall Guys because Fall Guys is fun. And that's the only reason why.
Get your fingies ready to type that code in.
Geordie7.
Geordie
7.
Geordie Shore. Who's playing, by the way? The controllers?
I'll have one go. We'll pass it around because I never touched Fall Guys until it went free to play. And we played it on the show and I refused to Fall Guy.
Refused?
I feel like I jumped
You
back
heard
in
him.
6 months ago.
Yeah.
When there was some new content towards the end of the year.
It's interesting going in now because there's heaps of arenas and I'm just imagining, well, this is what they must have all been like. But I think
there's still some classics from the original, like the original kind of obstacle runs stay, but then they just add kind of new.
They're insane now. Like they were always a bit crazy, but they were usually a little gauntlet with a few things. Now I go in and it's like a full themed medieval castle that you're climbing around.
He told me the other day, he was like, I played Fall Guys and it's crazy. And I was like, yeah, well, look, the courses were always crazy. And he was like, I was a frog.
No, I was pretending to be a frog.
Who said that?
Oh,
It was me, but I don't know what this
That's
impersonation
right.
is. Yeah.
My Peter voice goes, ooh.
Yeah. While we fill out the party, I will say I convinced two of my friends to download it. I convinced two of my friends to download and play it, who are commonly the ones who are kind of shitting on any game that is new. They don't want to try new things.
Fuckers. What are their names?
They want to play
lockdown-
Mike and Marky.
this is
They've
a
talked about
lockdown
them before.
superstar.
They are like, we don't want to change. We don't want to play anything new. I think we'll almost kick it off now.
Yeah, we're at 33.
The music is like triggering me.
Oh, it is. I
Kind of clever stuff.
I got them to install it. They're like, what is this candy ass looking, like it's all bright and colourful and I got them to play it. We did one run. One friend got really far. One friend barely got off the course.
Yeah.
The friend who got really far was like, I'm into this. I want to play it again. The friend who got knocked off right at the start was like, this is fucked. I got knocked off. I want to play again. I was like, yes, it appeals to everyone.
Video games
so
work.
fast.
Oh.
Because there's a percentage of skill and then there's also a percentage of just like dumb luck and infuriating like sabotage.
All right, Win.
So you feel like there is an element of like control that you can have over the outcome, and there's so much like left to fate that makes it thrilling in the way that a slot machine is thrilling.
I love the
and
fact that
equally as bright and noisy.
you can come first or last in the first round and still be just as like, I need to keep going.
Totally. Love that.
Is this a classic, Freezy Peak?
Well, Freeze Easy Peak was in Banjo-Kazooie. That's
true, it was.
Tooie.
So we, if we do fail, we'll be able to go
slippery,
to.
Gus, be careful.
We'll be able to go to. Oh, Jesus!
Should have seen that coming.
We'll be able to go to spectator cam and watch whoever is playing. Get off me! Get off!
I played this one. This one came out before Christmas as part of the like fun Christmas update.
Good God,
You're doing terribly.
All right. Is that always going to be going the wrong way?
God, sure is.
Get there, though.
Watch out for the fan.
Now remember, there's
On the
always
fan.
sneaky little holes
Yeah.
where they step.
Vag.
Why am I'm underwater?
I would say Vag though, famously not sneaky at all.
That's true.
I would 100%. You know what is sneaky? The pee hole. Yeah.
That's a thing.
Stuff like that.
Like that. All right, back to actual tactics. The goal is to not look at the obstacle you're trying to
Look at the.
Oh, I forgot here.
I
just
find,
follow that advice, guys.
Gus, it helps if you say stop it or shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Yep.
Shenanigans is a good one.
How we doing? Are we?
So 2 have qualified. There were 3 entrants.
Oh,
you're gonna be fine.
rim.
Guys, fine.
We're okay.
You're gonna be like, oh, look at the fighting on the finish.
No.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't
Number 6.
tempt
Number 6.
fate.
There we go. Number 6.
Not on the first round.
All right, I think we can. Look, there's only.
So here we go.
Yeah.
I'll pass over. So we've got the legit Z.
Finish it.
No, finish it up. Because then if I fail the next one, then it's like I killed the run.
We're watching
Yeah,
Jazzles.
yeah.
I
Jazzles
want to
goes over
fail
the
the
edge.
first one
Yeah,
and
you
only
clean
have
road.
Blazing
only
Blade.
have myself.
Blazing Blade, going with the little rubber ring.
So I played this last
Well.
night. Haven't played it since Fall Guys
Stone
10.
Wolf is not looking
And-
good.
Oh, careful!
And I came first in the first round and the second. And chat was like, this is amazing. Like, you haven't played this. You're a professional. Third round starts, and I just did not read the instructions because I was talking to chat. And I literally just, it's one of the ones where you need to stay on the platform.
Yeah, right.
And the first thing I did, it went ready, set, go. I just ran to the edge and dove off, thinking
it was an
I was
obstacle
landing
course.
in like a cloud that would bounce me to the next thing. And I just died straight away. It was brutal. It fucking sucked so much.
So funny. There was one of these that I could never do. It was that annoying one that had this. I think it was called Slime Climb.
Yeah, the slime catches you. It's really hard.
I was never dexterous enough to be able to land
I'm now a pro.
platforming in that.
Yeah.
And it was just infuriating.
Yeah.
Because I knew that if it came up, I would fail. I was like, I'm just not going to.
Is this slime climb now?
No. This is where all the panels turn into fruit.
We got to. This is memory.
Memory. Okay. The good thing is, if I get knocked out, we will still.
Great.
Oh god.
Orange. Great.
Orange grape.
Great.
If and when I get knocked out, we will continue to watch until whoever's playing
Wins, yeah.
does win. So that's the.
So all we need to know is orange or grape right now,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
we know.
Next round will be-
You're on an orange and you're surrounded by grapes.
And we want to be on a grape.
Wrap it up.
Careful.
Wait, what?
People
Toss him.
No, that one. Get one more.
People get pushy.
Why do you do it? Why do you do it?
Pete.
Fucking Pete.
Okay. So
What is
oh
that
god.
thing?
That's a mango.
So we got.
No, it's
let's
not.
go. We got orange, apple,
Apple.
grape. Straight ahead. Orange,
Is it an apple? It kind of looks mango-y. And
I'm on-
Like,
I'm
it
on-
has the.
red,
You're on an apple. There's an apple. There's an orange.
apple.
orange there, and a grape there.
Grape there.
Orange,
An apple.
grape.
You're on an apple
Stay.
now.
Stay, Gus.
Stay on
Stop.
an apple.
Stop,
Don't
Gus.
fuck with people.
He's on the manapple.
I said stop.
Yeah.
No, I'm staying with him.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He's
him
pushing-
grabbing
he's
people.
pushing people.
He's a
Bananas
grabber.
over here now. We got bananas, orange.
That person's gonna have it in for you.
Oh, where's grape? Where's grape? If
Matty, there will be many more rounds.
No, great.
banana,
orange, apple.
orange, apple, and
We should
we're on
crack
apple.
some snacks.
Oh, there's grapes over there.
Full grapes.
Grape in case we need
I
it.
already ate some frogs.
Do you want me to crack something else?
Like what?
We're good.
An
Other
apple.
snacks.
What do we got?
Let me find out.
Kick him off. Push him off.
As it was apple again.
Have any
It's apple
wine?
We lost one.
Yes, there's a red open.
Ooh, would you like a red or a white?
We're through.
Nice.
Yes.
There's white in the fridge. It's closer to vinegar,
Did
but
you
it's
say
good.
last week?
Yeah.
White?
Yeah.
And it's open?
It's in the fridge.
Oh, that's fine.
I bought multiple whites because I knew you were coming.
Oh.
Multiple Whites was the working title for this show.
With that music as a punchline.
Yeah.
That was like a sitcom.
We'll be right back, folks. I'm whining already.
Oh, I'll have a glass of red.
I never stop whining.
Hey.
Snowball survival. Try not to break the ice and don't fall out of the barrel. All right.
Is
Try
you say
wine
bowel?
for me at
I
all.
did.
He bought the wine for Steph Panicasio, and he's now just pretending that he bought it for me.
He bought wine for Steph.
Yeah,
Leave him with that.
I know.
Is this
I
the
know
stuff that-
Truth. I know the truth.
What are you whispering about?
Oh, that's ice. That's ice, Peter.
What?
Blue is
Blue is what? Blue is
Blue
ice.
is ice.
Oh, don't step on the ice.
and the
Oh, because it cracks once and it'll crack
Yeah.
right through. I mean, you gotta.
Fucking jump. Jesus Christ, Gus.
my God.
That was scary as PT.
hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on to me.
I'm holding on to Gus. I can't hold the glass.
Hold me, Daddy. Launch me, Daddy.
Oh, thank you.
Nick.
Fine.
Sorry.
Nick.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh.
We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Oh, they're coming back. Ah, no. We're okay. A little dive jump for glory. Dive.
Don't get knocked
jump
out.
for glory.
Oh my God,
Run
how
from
long?
the stubble.
Go.
Oh,
How many got left?
there's only 9 seconds
Oh.
left.
Lovely.
They're coming back around. I think we're okay. How are we doing? 2 seconds.
2 seconds. 2
One.
seconds.
Hold me.
Is Oyster Bay in New Zealand?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Guys, we're through.
Amidst the panic, I quietly
Yeah.
ask a wine question, and you're like, your ears
Watch out.
prick up.
Supposed to be is from the Tasman region. and it's delightfully
It's a
crisp
fine
white.
Sauvignon Blanc.
There are 10.
10 left. 10
pairs wonderfully with a 7.
10 is like some serious endgame shit, right?
I guess so. I've never gotten this
like
far.
big
Big
wipeout mode.
Oh
no, it's still
I want an obstacle course. I just like grab and use,
Ball guys.
grab, move blocks,
you, sir.
create path, jump along, cross.
Oh, this one sucks because is this one of the ones
the
you have
box
to work
one?
together with people?
You've got to build
Yeah.
something to get
I don't think
over.
I've done this one, but yeah, you have
Decanted
to,
into a bottle.
have to-
and then
Thanks, Confused Echidna.
or you can stand around and wait for other people to do it and
Right.
then capitalize
The
on
Nick method.
their work.
Got it.
The Nick method.
wine and an M&M.
No, thank you.
Gus?
M&M
All
and a
good,
wine.
thank you very much.
M&M.
Yeah.
How could I say no?
How can I? Because you get out of the way.
So close.
Ding!
Don't put it in the wine. Oh my gosh.
Red wine and chocolate.
And red M&M.
Red.
Yeah, all of that.
long as they're
all
red.
that color sugar coating is going to seep into
I gotta
the.
get this. I gotta get the
Wine.
grab
Give it
mechanic on.
oily.
Let me up. How much? What am I doing wrong? Oh, it's that button. I had the wrong button.
It's like
Yeah, climbing's hard.
Yep.
Only 6 are going to
What's the
qualify.
game that you have to do that I'm bad at? Human fall flat.
Gonna make
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yep.
You got this. Oh, the blocks move as well.
Yep.
People are moving.
Nice.
Good catch, good
Grab
catch.
it.
Oh!
Oh, we're okay.
Oh, you grabbed butt then.
Oh, this one's. I got it. No, stop it. Shenanigans, stop it.
Yeah, see? Feels good, doesn't it?
You got it.
Oh, be careful!
Oh, no!
no!
You should have gone to the closer one.
Yeah, I just realised.
Or the big one. Go to the big thing.
Perception. My depth perception.
That's true. You should be wearing your glasses. You can't see without your
I
glasses.
can't see without my glasses.
Put these on.
My pretty face.
Oh, yeah,
The
fuck.
chaos
No.
of like everyone jumping at once is just
Oh.
don't.
No.
Oh,
Now watch out for cheeky holes.
What?
They often put gaps.
Yes.
Like when you come up over the top of a ridge or something,
Yes.
there's often like a gap that you would just fall through.
like that new raid in Destiny.
Diary eyes.
It's the newest.
Are we
raid.
through?
Yeah. You won the top 6.
Remember when you're going up the stairs?
Oh my god.
I do remember that
there's
in the
a-
second
and
boss
in
fight
the
or whatever.
first
Yes,
one, there's a small gap, and then in the second one, there's a slightly bigger gap. The fuckers.
That's exactly what I was going to say, those fuckers.
Did the game types change for the last few? So there's only a couple that you do with less than 10 people or something?
I believe there's some endgamey rounds.
Toxic
Yeah.
Chog says, it's me. I'm the cheeky hole.
Stay atop the crackling ice to
Alright.
avoid the slime below.
You are a cheeky hole.
Cheekiest. Oh god. It's like that game with little hammers that you played with penguins. A little plastic thing, and you had to tap the ice blocks and keep the penguin up.
I don't know what that is.
People know in chat.
Send it to me, Rhys.
What
You got a
happened?
video of him doing a flip?
Holy,
He said he found
what
a
the?
photo.
Oh, nice.
Oh, they're multiple layers.
Could be shoved. Could be shoved.
Shocked. Anything. It
Are
could be
these
a Tom
breaking with
Cruise deep
time,
fake.
or when I stand on
Pretty
them?
good. Shopper.
Oh no, but time.
He does do shops. He does shoot the whoop.
Oh my god.
Just don't fall.
Oh, there's multiple layers. There are
Be careful
multiple.
of the
So
Why don't you just
path
stand
you
still?
make.
because time does break.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because time does break everything.
Time doth press ice. Like
I does break.
time doth break ice. Ah! Someone already did. Are there some?
Eliminated one of us.
Are there
Yeah.
cheeky holes here that like a top layer might have a hole the whole way?
That would be so shit.
Kickney fell and died.
I don't think there are.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's the layers. Hate out of seasonal Christmas music.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right.
Oh, cute so much.
You like Die Hard though.
You like the Santa Claus, don't you?
Can't get enough of Jingle Balls for me any
Jingle
time of the
all
year. What if we go and play some? Oh my gosh! We're getting down to the thin layers.
Oh, getting down to the.
Oh, tiny hole!
Oh my god.
Stop breaking!
Oh, that is.
Oh, that's
What is
great.
wrong with you, Crazy Mouse?
Look at that
Yeah, that's
fucking
good.
chaotic run. I love it. I love it.
Needs to be. Stop it! I need these.
Be aware of where you need to go.
They are hoisting the rope petard now. They're stuck.
Oh fucking hell.
They're
My
dead.
gosh.
They're dead.
The land
Oh,
has
no,
been
they're fine.
split into two.
Don't come over here. These are my blocks.
Oh, they hit your blocks.
Gus, don't get trapped.
Oh,
Don't
gosh.
get
just
trapped.
get to that blue.
Oh, I slipped.
Who's gonna win? Round's over.
Who won? Slipped. Is this the last
I
person?
bet the
wins?
mouse won.
Oh, the freaking mouse!
It was
It's a koala.
Koala.
Quim 87.
It's Assassin's Creeding.
Report.
Report player for sure. Mad hacks. Oh, amazing.
I love
So
it.
cute though.
Adorable.
Oh, that was awesome.
Come on.
That's the first time I've watched to the very last round.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, cool.
I either die first round or I get right through close to the end. And
It's still
die-
George
and
7.
Die an infuriating death.
If people want to join, go that way.
I don't have my glasses, but I will go get them while somebody else plays.
Okay. Have a crack, Nick.
Like it's going to make a difference. Geordie7 is back up on the board if you'd like to play with us.
We've got
going
a
up.
bigger round too.
My account's
Holy
going up. It's going to be harder. So
Pressure's
if I do
on.
worse,
Yeah.
it's because of that.
Yeah.
I could have got to the final round with 33. Easy.
Easy. I reckon
You wouldn't have been
number one.
psyched out by an
Easy peasy.
overactive koala
Never have been in my life.
running around there. Frosty little
Full of
feet.
chlamydia.
Chlamydia out the wall. I'm getting there. I'm working my way to it.
Someone just called them Blinky Kill.
Oh,
Very good.
lovely.
Oh, I love
Very
that.
good.
That'd be a good roller derby name.
Spice Man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it would be great.
I'm trying to think of one. I need a roller derby name.
Whip me, daddy. Oh, that's just my t-shirt that I'm going to have. I've sent those t-shirts out, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So if Snail, Blaze, Or Antonio. Was there a fourth? No, there's only 3. If you get t-shirts, let me know. Put a photo up on the site. I want to know how they look.
You need a roller derby team name.
No, roller derby
name.
Oh, right. Okay. And now, does it need to sound like a name, or can it be like?
It's got to include.
I'd love it if it was a pun of a game character.
Okay, so it doesn't need to be like
Lara
it's not
Croft,
like a-
but with something aggressive. In it.
Oh, but okay, so it does need to be like a person. name.
Lara crashed or something.
Yeah.
It's not that.
It's
but
like a porn star.
Yeah, kind of.
Should we? It's such an old classic and not that clever. But post show, we should do that. We'll go around the horn and everyone do their porn star names with the like, you know, It's your pet and your street and all that kind of stuff.
I've got a great.
I've got a really good one actually. So post show, if you want to hear our porn star names, Patreon.
Ron Jeremy.
Good content.
Ron Jeremy.
Who's up? Nick. Obstacle course.
Jeremy's Iron.
I do have a sweet spot for these like Jeremy's Iron. For these like simple, straightforward obstacle courses. They're just so Takeshi's Castle.
Is this the one with the walls that go up? Oh yeah.
No, but go for a door that's up, Nick. Go for a door that's up.
Shut up,
See?
Gus.
See? I'm actually giving him energy.
Oh, my body.
Pass.
Shut the fuck up! Blend in with the other jelly beans, Nicholas. Oh my god.
Confuse a kid and says porn star names are dangerous to share because they're often used as security question answers for things like banking.
I actually just had that thought.
Wait,
Damn it.
they're used for
Mine's
banking
so
game?
good.
Well, it's like
Gus, look, cheeky hole coming up.
Aim for the hole! Oh, well done.
Nice
I was just.
observation.
One of mine totally is
Yeah.
What, a secret password for your thing?
a secret question. For
Oh,
some-
mine isn't.
some
I'll tell you what
time.
mine is right now. Stony Ridge pumpkin pie.
There goes the punch show content.
But actually,
There you go, the 3 people who are going to sign up to
I feel
Patreon,
like
Nick.
it's only one sign. I feel like it's not anything.
Aris Squeak, first to qualify. So proud of yourself. Well done.
And first time chatter as well.
First to
Just
qualify.
gloating.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have warmed up with a bit of, hey guys, love the show.
Yeah, you guys.
No, it was
you guys are cool.
immediately-
Love tuning
No,
in
they just
every week.
unfollowed and left.
Thanks
as
for
well.
Wednesday. Oh, what was the name of the person that had fencing on Thursdays? Because if they're not watching right now,
That's a
we
good
should
point.
kill them.
We should.
Ah,
Oh, we don't know their name because they
It was
called
anonymous.
in. It was
yeah,
a
it was
pocket
an
dial.
anonymous call.
anonymous.
That's a good point, though. They should be killed
Yeah.
regardless.
Could have been Reese.
Usually a shy lurker. It's totally okay to be a shy
Thanks.
lurker.
Oh, what the hell is
I'm a
this?
shy lurker.
These ones are fun.
And
It's
then
an
they made me
obstacle
sit
course
on a
with couple of
couch.
marble machine funnely things. So you land in one, it shoots you out of another hole.
And you're a frog.
Okay, cool.
And you play a frog, bro.
You're a frog.
Mate, I was such a frog. Ooh, I take.
Paris, maybe.
Oh, and hi.
Lurker.
There's someone called Necrotics.
I saw a sky.
Necrotic.
Skyvarike.
Necrotic. First time chat. Hey, what's this? Hi, Necrotic.
Oh, wank my
The wank
soul.
show.
Wank my soul.
Isn't that what we all want?
Wank my soul.
Whoa.
What song are you
Do I jump? What do I do?
There's Old Town
Yeah,
Road.
okay, good.
It's Old Town
Was it
Road.
not? I didn't. I only heard.
Good Nick, good Nick.
All right.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah.
I didn't know the words.
Reef.
I just knew the voice.
Hell, wait, what do I do here?
Grab onto it.
How?
Jump on, and then.
Okay, do I jump and like dive? Yes.
All right.
He's still going.
I said in my hole, which I think I knew weren't the lyrics, but that's what came into my head.
I thought you were singing the song in the trailer for Logan. Way down. That one.
Yeah.
Good
A lot
try.
of dudes that have
Go.
voices like that.
Yeah.
Get in the hole.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, pass.
King's Elite.
No, it's Reef.
Reef with hole.
Reef, place your hands.
Place your hand
They were a two-hit wonder.
on my hole.
They had. I don't remember.
Steph, come on.
I'll place your hands on my own.
trying
Run
to
your
get
fingers through my soul.
I like
It's actually a sweet song.
Who did? I really love that band, but They're like a Christian rock group who did Dolphins Cry. What was that one?
They were live.
That's live.
Live. Well, here's the thing.
The way you're bathed in life.
Well, there's a band that I love
such a good
called
song.
Need to Breathe,
Right.
and I listened to them a fair bit, and I kept getting pushed with It's like, you might enjoy this Christian rock. I'm like, fuck off. And I realized, like, really belatedly
laps.
that they were they were a Christian rock band, but their music is so good, and a lot of the songs, like I'm like, there's one where it's like talking about washing your feet in the river and something, but it's like, it's not so Christian. I was like, oh, that's just about trying to purify yourself. Yeah, and they're so good, and now it just feels weird.
I do that too. There's a Christian rock band that I listen to called Flyleaf.
Booster.
And now the singer has gone solo, and she's put out a sensational album.
And is it still Christian?
I would say more Christian than ever.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, I do try to repurpose the lyrics in my own mind to be more general, but they're very specific.
Totally. I basically, if I just cast myself in the role of Jesus Christ, then I can get on board.
Yeah, well, I think the point is that she's singing about something that's important to her, and the passion is what you enjoy.
She's not trying to convert you.
No.
Yeah.
It's like, I can enjoy it because I believe that she is passionate about what she's saying.
Yeah.
If you were...
Shut up, Gus.
No, very calmly.
Losing hard.
Go through the hoops.
Wow, this is a speedy
Go
one.
through the hoop, dive.
I like the ones that kind of send you rocketing through different...
Oh, this is a lap base.
Yeah, it's 2 laps. It's a bit weird. You want to keep the run from that boost. It's like, it seems to be like if you trip,
It's one
slip,
of
or
those
touch
ones
something.
where you have to be really confident and just kind of go for it. 'Cause
Yeah.
if you try to
And
be
if there's anything Nick
careful,
is in
then
this
you
film.
just end up...
Would you believe the Choir Boys' Run to Paradise is a Christian song?
You went to church on
Choir
Sunday. Go, son. Go.
Oh, come on!
Oh, swift.
Oh, wake me, Jesus!
Flyleaf are great. Yeah, I'll do.
Is there a kookaburra?
I think there must have been an Australian animal DLC.
Oh.
Damn. If there were 33 people, I would have
Yeah,
finished.
easily.
Well, now you get to be cameraman.
Oh, yeah.
The players.
I am. Yeah. Ah, well, technically, I didn't lose, Peter.
24 remaining. Oh, no, hang on.
Hang on, you didn't get knocked out.
You were top 16.
Yeah, you're in.
No, he's out.
He fell
Isn't he
off.
over on the right?
Oh,
Isn't that me there?
Oh, right, you didn't finish the lap, but time ran out. Oh, okay, interesting.
Is that how sports work?
Dive off the edge and then start the next round.
Avoid the charging
Come on,
rhinos.
Pete.
Stay inside
Don't
the
tempt
arena.
him.
Come on, Pete.
Don't
Frodo.
tempt him. He'll do it.
Come on.
He'll do it.
Come on, then.
He'll do it for the chaos.
Oh, God.
Look at him contemplating it.
There's a war going on inside my head.
Watch out for the rhinos, Nick.
No, wait, I am out.
Banana outfit is super cool.
I'll drop.
Yeah, I'm
They
out.
come.
You're dead. You're dead. You're dead.
Oh.
You're dead.
This is Infinite Wilco, Da Bounce 86, a Mazaki, Sick Day,
Day.
Proxy 014.
Wait, is it?
Antonio!
Yeah.
Oh, just in time.
Show me your shirt.
Did we just clarify if it was sick now or kick now?
No, what we want to say.
CyberJepp.
There's oh my god.
Oh, it's Clem
a
again.
different
No, it's
chlamydia.
No, same person.
Same chlamydia.
Oh, they're okay though.
I want to watch this koala get beat up.
Can't win twice in a row. Kill the koala.
Oh, there's bounce pads on the outside, so you might get booted.
Oh, that's
and then
cool.
come
The
back
lily
in.
pads.
Then you dive
It
across
tells
them.
you what platform you're on. Above the little head. That's cute.
Oh, yeah.
Up.
Oh.
No, maybe it's just console or PC.
Oh yeah.
I want to see if Sick Nay's
How are you
next.
still alive? Oh!
Hey, Timothy, Nano
Nano
Jeans,
Jeans.
Sick Nay's still there.
Go Sick Nay.
How does that information like? How is that useful to people?
What?
In a game.
Oh, it's the control pad they're using. Oh, yes, good.
The koala's dead.
No offense,
Why
but
would
you
it-
can't win twice.
Why would it be relevant?
Come on, Timothy.
Hey, Timothy, you still there?
Everyone else is still in.
Maybe it's just like you can tell someone's cheating if they're behaving weirdly with a input device. They shouldn't be able to do
There's
something.
only
gotcha.
2 left.
Antonio said, "What a time to get the spotlight."
And let's cut over to Antonio's comms now and listen to what he's saying. Oh no, baby! He was so polite in
I don't
Roller
know that I've
Champs.
ever. I don't know that I've ever seen a final round with just 2 in it.
We're about to.
I'm about to see it. Hexagon.
Hold on to your butt. Hexagon. That could be your roller name.
But that doesn't sound like that sounds
Cool.
It sounds like you lost.
Yeah.
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 Okay, what is a character? What is a video game character?
Oh my god, this one takes forever. Someone dive off and save us the pain.
Like Smash Us Iran, but like, no, but better.
Smash Ass Iran. What's the name of the Ashley character in Mass Effect that was like right-wing coward?
Oh, I don't want to be that
Ashley
Birch.
No, it wasn't Birch. But Ashley Birch you could use.
We're currently watching NanoGenes and A. Timothy.
Ashley
finals.
Thank you, Bob. Williams. Okay. You could be Rink Rashley Williams.
Love it.
What?
Rink Rashley Williams.
Too complicated.
Rash is not what you want in that name.
You know Rash?
NanoGenes is currently holding the top floor. A. Timothy.
Hexit Wounders. That's pretty good, Spice Man.
Hexit Wound.
Hexit Wound.
Ooh, I do like that. But
Yeah.
I mean, it does reference a gun, which I feel like is antithetical to the play sport of roller derby.
Yep.
She'll never be happy.
I know. But I just feel like we can do better. By we,
Currently,
I mean everyone else.
A. Timothy. Now
Is that
pick the winner.
Yeah.
Timothy biding his time. NanoGenes below.
Oh,
but
what happened? Go back.
Timothy still up.
Ashes Aaron.
Smash Us Aaron. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Timothy.
Smashley Simpson was the one that I really loved when
That's
I
good.
watched roller derby.
What?
Spill Valentine.
Ooh, I do.
Because the Valentine's good. All right, A. Timothy's
bad.
down to yellow.
Spill sounds like a
You're going to fall over a lot.
Yeah, okay.
Valentine,
Okay, yeah.
which is, to be fair,
Thrill
accurate.
Valentine.
Whoa.
Will Valentine? Will Valentine. Wheel
Wheel.
Valentine.
Okay.
That was Drew
Same level.
Barrymore's
Skate-tana.
character in Whip It.
Like Cortana for Pete.
Skate.
Breaking news. Kill Valentine.
Breaking Bad is funny.
You could just be Sonya Blade.
Smash
Oh no, wait, it's
Simpson was the name
Rolls.
from Whip It. Oh, was it really NJ Games?
Yeah.
She'd know.
Thrill Ho.
I feel like I remember it from before.
NJ, what was your? Did you have a keep wanting to say roller champs. A roller derby nickname?
Skatanus Windrunner.
Wait.
Sylvanas.
No. What about a Destiny character?
I would love it to be more mainstream. I'd love it to be mainstream enough that somebody watching roller derby would be like, oh, I know what that character
Yeah.
is.
Sonic the Fuckhog.
Love it.
Nice. That would be a word. Sonic.
Oh!
I reckon they'll know Sonic.
Just everyone behind you is not skating up like.
What about
Get the Fuckhog.
All right.
Pound the Fuckhog.
Racer?
Attention, briefly back to the game. We're on the final level. We're on the last level, and A. Timothy has the yellow level above. Wait, are they sponsoring it? Oh, okay. We should have heard about that at the start.
NanoGenes is clearing out the whole bottom floor.
This is a good point.
So if A. Timothy falls from
Explosive
height,
is good.
we'll die. But I think A. Timothy's got playroom.
Oh no, that's good. What else can you add explosive to? Like explosive device, which isn't good, but it's like, can you add another word to it that would? Is there a video game thing? I don't know. I think A. Timothy's got enough panels up here to keep going.
Plenty of room. A. Timothy's precision inputs there.
Oh no, NanoGenes has slowed the game down.
Imagine if you didn't tell them. You're like, it's fine, I got the names.
And up with the. Oh, he's down! He's down! Oh shit! It's on!
Oh my god!
That's
Who's
chaos!
gonna-
Oh my gosh! Oh shit! Be careful. Be so careful.
Oh my goodness!
NanoGenes!
That was
NanoGenes.
well done.
That was wild.
Oh,
That game is all about that last level. The whole thing is like killing
my best,
Holy
man.
shit.
Incredible.
shit. Well
That was
done.
well done. Well done.
Incredible.
I love that you've paired the
right.
leather studded cuffs with the
Flip-flops.
thongs. Yeah.
Very good.
A very cool look.
Steph, you're up for the next game. I'll
Good.
kick off the code. So everyone, you can now join back in. The code is still Geordie7.
What are the buttons again?
Don't hit X until a few more. Well, I mean, we've got 40.
Square is
We got up to like 47 left.
Do we?
what's belly flop?
X is jump and belly flop is whatever your fingers
Square?
over square. Yeah.
And right bumper is grab? Onto things?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, or squares leap,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
maybe
it's
right
also,
bumper is great.
it's
Yeah.
leap and grab.
Yeah, 'cause
grab when you're not
'cause I-
in the air. It's just grab
When I
you're
swung
grab.
on that thing, I jumped onto it with square.
You'll
But
find
you're
out.
right, you can grab someone, can't you?
R2 is grab. Yeah, 53. Pretty good. Good amount.
Steph, can you press L1, please? There we go.
Excuse me. Can you call it by a name, please?
Sonic the Fuckhog. Could you hit L1? Gotta fuck fast. Sorry, I'm just seeing him as like a New York hobo now.
I'm also
Gilbert
seeing like
Godfrey,
I'm also, but I would imagine that would be the voice that Sonic the Fuckhog
It
would
would.
have,
Yeah,
and it would
yeah.
look like Barjo's Sanic as well. That's
Yeah,
what that would be.
Oh god,
100%.
yeah. All right, obstacle course. Oh, this is the medieval one.
Have I done this one? I don't. Oh, I think I have. Oh, this one's hard. That bit with the
logs and the purple bit is really rough.
That's hard. That's hard. Oh god.
Jesus, that's a lot of people. Good luck.
Skatos? Like GLaDOS?
I thought it was like Kratos.
Yeah,
I think
Kratos.
that's what they're trying to say. Oh shit, there's so many names. I didn't. Oh, we
No,
turned
they
names
was
on.
me.
Yeah.
That was my idea.
I think what you're trying to say.
I think you got it wrong. What you were. So can you? Oh, you can turn names on and off, can you, Steph? Oh my god. It's kind of nice, but there's a lot going on.
Oh my god, that one's so fast.
She's turning around and leaving the obstacle.
No.
Go, go, go.
Oh,
Go, you're right.
nice.
Remember, you get put back on if you fall off this one because it's just the first level. Nice. All right, this one.
Huge player.
Go when it just go, go, go. Yeah.
Look, there is a crowd.
Oh,
Sneaky hole.
Sneaky hole.
There you go.
Sneaky hole.
Oh, the pee hole.
One hole into another.
You'll survive.
Focus up, Van Dixon.
All right, jump.
No more fucking about.
Watch out the hole.
Look out for that hole.
All right, now
Extraction?
go straight after it. Go, 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 go. That's it. Perfect, perfect, perfect.
I know it's perfect, Gus.
Now aim.
The shadows of those look like pains.
Jump to the next one on your left. On your left.
On your left, Sam Wilson.
Now you have to change again. Nice.
Nice.
Gus, this is the worst backseat gamer in the
So
world.
bad.
Oh, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. You were 39th.
Did you want me to give you more backseat gaming?
You were 39th.
Do you want another go and not
Yes,
listen to
please.
Gus this time?
It's just that you say the thing that I'm doing after I do it.
Helpful.
Well, we gotta watch the rest
Think
of
of
this
it as
gameplay.
confirmation that you did the right thing.
We gotta watch 38 other people, Steph.
I feel like I was doing so well. I didn't think I was at the back.
Yeah, you're right.
It was the drawback.
You were 39th of, like, and there were 50-something people, so you were one shy of qualifying. You
The
were
screen
right
was
there.
passionate.
Yeah.
I want to go again.
Bad, it's all over for you.
Skatina Kyle.
You gotta spectate though.
Oh, it's Steph.
You
You
don't
would have been.
No, fuck. You gotta
It's a
respect.
realist thing.
You have to respect the honesty. You have to respect that. Cheers.
I don't care about
More alcohol and
Anyway.
Steph. I don't want to.
More alcohol and job allocation.
Fucking wild, Steph. That was. You have wanted to say that to people that you work with for the last 10 years.
Middo
Don't
fanfare.
want to.
Serial killer. Siri.
If it's
Witcher. Siri.
not about me.
Good.
then-
Stephanie, this is literally about you.
Steph.
This is about you.
Yeah.
Serial killer. Middo fanfare. Siri.
Ooh, that's pretty good. It's just that serial killer is a character from Hackers that exists, but in the form of like cereal, like
Edible.
you eat.
This.
So I feel like that's an existing name. That
Steph, to be fair,
we
you would have been
will
playing this level next, which is the one you hate, which is the slime scraper.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
Clint.
Oh, the fucking
Oh yeah,
Walla.
I would have fucking.
Rapidus.
It was for the best.
Generic Gamer 3000.
Wait, really?
Proxy voting.
I love the people getting knocked
Hey,
off.
Timothy.
Those punches are so good.
Hey, Timothy's one to watch. Tash Monster. Okay, Tash Monster is a puzzle fiend. Tash Monster watched the whole Madison stream, and whenever I was like, what was I doing? She's like, oh, you definitely want to take a photo of that. I was like, oh, perfect. Yeah, I think she just died though. Bye. Yep, gone.
Oh god.
Kate! Kate is in here. Kate!
Down there.
Don't you die, Kate! All lurk, no play. You're playing right now. That's a lie.
Come on.
We've got
Oh, what a... Oh wait, that's not
Snackery?
going to get you up there, is it?
Snackery. There's Signay again. Amazer Kill. Evil Gerald.
There's Fuck Sonic.
Oh, Evil Gerald is Fuck Sonic.
Wow. Fuck Sonic is getting fucked pretty hard.
Fuck Sonic.
No, it's Evil Gerald is Fuck Sonic. Though.
Yeah.
Just look at the yeah.
Look at that skin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sonic the fuck hog, not fuck.
Sorry.
Not
Sorry, I mixed them up. Generic Gamer 3000.
Generic Gamer's gonna make it.
Almost gonna get there.
Shit.
Generic Game is going to make it.
Evil Gerald.
Oh,
no.
The anguish? No, the anguish.
Yeah, I'll turn
What? What do you want to see?
Whoa, was that a laser? Is that a
No,
laser
watching.
limbo?
They were still on camera. The camera moves.
Where's that all time?
Oh, look at Sickney.
Go Sickney. All look, no play.
Sickney through. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Was that everyone? I think everyone that survived made it through.
Wait, surely not.
I think a lot of people died from falling off the map.
Holy hell, that is really hard math.
That's fucking brutal.
That's fucked. That's fucked.
All that's
man.
left is the wheat.
Sickney, the koala's in. What's the koala's name again?
Kate died. Kate died.
Kate died. I can't read it from here.
Which goes to show there is a level of skill in this game.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I am a testament to that, I think.
No, you just have the bad luck of knowing Gus.
Listening to Gus.
Being around Gus.
You smell good though.
One needs to learn to
Ignore the Gus.
Tune me out.
only then will you be the true Fall Guy.
Oh, here we go. The roll one is bullshit.
Oh, I like this one.
This one's my favorite. But this one is also where some of the most shenanigans happen.
Yeah, it's true. It's a wild pool, I guess.
Oh, but no, I've not played it since there's been fruit.
You said that very earnestly.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a fact.
it's a
Yeah, Sickney using the
important
barriers.
new design
Quim,
to take note of because
Evil Gerald,
Evil Gerald, not really
they
looking
knew
very
too many people were
enthusiastic.
just
and Generic Gamer
playing
still going. And all I want All Lurk No Play to win because they're playing.
What happens then, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Half a glass of white really went to your head, didn't it?
But for what? It's all bullshit in every direction.
Yeah, it's true.
Look at this Quella just chilling, having the time to dance.
Quim 87.
Yeah, Quim won the first round.
Wait, isn't Quim?
Turn the camera.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Isn't that Shakespearean for vag?
It's Shakespearean for gunt.
William, have you got a better word for it than what you've written here?
One doesn't really roll off the tongue.
Act 3 really struggles to pick up after the main character is seen yelling gunt from the balcony.
So 3 people are going to get through this round. We're waiting for 2 to be eliminated, and 1 already has. And who did we lose? We lost.
There's going to be some shenanigans.
We lost Generic Gamer 3000.
Oh,
And we're about to look.
Oh man, I thought that was suicide.
Wait, is there a chance that someone... There's always a chance that someone could win the whole thing. If
Oh my
No,
god.
I think
nice
one more
move,
person
Sick
eliminated
Nay.
up the top.
Oh,
Not
right.
qualified.
Stop
Loose,
the
my
game.
friend.
Sick nay.
What a fun game to spectate also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
All lurk and no play is a great username.
Yeah.
Steph, do you want to spectate?
No. I mean like
Oh, Sickney.
I don't want to be the camera
So there's 3 here. Where's 4?
I just-
Oh, just hanging out over here.
All lurking and play lurking at the other end of the
By
tunnel.
themselves.
Oh, and it's
The
also
slime
a
is
fi-
rising.
It looks like 2 characters.
Is the slime rising? Or is that my brain?
I think it's your brain.
Yeah.
This music is like... It's interesting. Confectionery.
And it's interesting that none of the platforms get covered in slime when they come dipping out of them.
Dipping out?
Yeah, dipping out. You dip it out.
You dip in?
Run, Sonic, run.
It's a slime resistant surface.
Oh!
Semantics.
This is there a timer here? No, we've just got some
No, it's
very
eliminated,
skilled players.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think the fruit is getting more
It is a
aggressive.
fight to the death.
Well, we've got... Hang on. I want to see them...
One of you
On the
is
same
going to
panel.
have to attack the other one.
Yeah.
At some
Here
point.
it is. Here it is.
I'll get
Sick nay.
taken out by a banana.
Oh, someone died.
friends.
No,
Stop
it
being
just it must have been timer. Only 1 died still. 4 remain.
Weak.
Bye.
Oh, that's so demoralizing. I love it. I love it.
You can do
4 left.
if you want. I know you're desperate too.
I said that or drink.
Fucking
And the camera is spinning.
Oh, generic fuck. That one feels bad, not gonna lie.
Yeah, brutal. That was brutal.
Because I think you hold out hope every time. I don't know, that you fell, but maybe the game's going to let you play one more. I know I do. When it does that big board, you're like, maybe I'm okay.
Maybe it didn't notice.
We had that.
Maybe the code didn't notice.
Scale the frozen mountain. Don't boop. Sickney.
Here we are again.
This is still qualified.
That's the end of
Evil
things.
Gerald.
So it's trying to get down to 3 for the final round.
Come on, Gerald.
Oh, we've seen this map already.
There's enough room for everyone to get their own lane here. Same thoughts for Quim over here. Oh, someone's made. Oh, is that Sickney? Yep, Sickney's already made some solid progress. Oh my god. What's the goal here?
Seriously.
Float.
Oh my gosh.
Double float.
Gosh, they've made this so much harder. Like, I feel like I've played these rounds, but without... Oh no, the snowball's
Hey, coming up behind. Whoop. These punches. So you can choose the punch aisle
Or the
ball
snowball.
aisle.
Yeah. Ball aisle.
Now we got Sickney and Quinn.
Now that's a desert island I want to get lost.
Oh, took that one on the chin. Oh.
Here on Ball Aisle.
Here on Ball Aisle.
Oh.
It's
Tightening up. This is the last little dash where everyone has to head up this little bit. Oh
my gosh. Oh.
Oh, come on.
Whoa.
Come on. Oh, sorry, I went to Gerald.
Give us luck, no play.
1, 2,
3.
and
No! Fare thee well, fuck off.
Losing 1.
Fuck you! He yells as he bounces off.
Pseudonym Ball Aisle sounds like something Shackers might produce.
Who said that?
Pseudonym, who clearly
I love it.
is Ben's wife.
7 men, 7 women, 1 ball aisle. Only 1 will remain.
Amazing.
Sonic, no.
Like, no.
Break through doors to reach the crown at the end of the maze. Some are real, some are fake.
Rattlesnakes.
Oh, this
Just
is
south
cool.
of Penile.
Good.
Penile.
Good.
Oh, this has
looks cool.
this has doors that if you burst through them, they just have a hole on the other side.
It's a crown grabber.
This is so cool. It's like a maze.
Good luck
but-
to you all.
Oh my gosh, it's the
All right.
one that, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that one won't open.
So you have to be
Go.
bold.
Oh,
but
that
also,
sucks.
Yep. Because this is a kind of map where you usually just like let the crowd do the work.
Yeah. But
But
there's no
only
crowd.
3 of you.
Is there one?
This isn't even
Somebody
a
has
party.
to-
Nope.
Yeah.
This
There
isn't
only
even a
one
gathering.
path?
I think there might only be one path.
Oh wow.
Pinball.
Oh my gosh,
room.
this is like such a. It just resets the.
I know this one. I used to find these ones annoying, and the whole thing is a bit RNG, but there is skill for sure.
Yes, koala.
That's 2 wins for Quim. 2 crowns out of 3 games.
Quim, what level are you? I want to see how many hours you put into this game. If this is just like
Report?
Yeah,
random,
report for sure.
or if it's
2
like
wins? That's
a
impossible.
seasoned professional.
Yeah,
Didn't we report Quim the first time as well?
Double report.
Double report.
Well done, Quinn.
Double report.
Nice.
You're up, Petey.
Alright.
Or no, or is it Steph again?
No,
Oh,
you go.
she wouldn't.
Okay.
I don't want it.
I don't want it.
One of us has to drive the 1.5 hours home. I don't want it.
Report for great gameplay. How we going? 51. We could fill this up.
This game got me through
we
the
can
first
get
few
60.
lockdowns. Are you koala?
Oh, do you want to press
time.
the button? X? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you koala.
WH
Square, hide code.
87.
People in my-
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Um,
Code again.
Yeah, this game came out at that perfect time.
It
That
was
lockdown.
this in Among Us.
It was this, but
Whoa,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Because it blew, and it was on PS Plus.
I stand by it. This came out and it was still, what, 25, 35 bucks or something? And I was like, it feels so like a free-to-play game. I couldn't bring myself to pay for it.
No, it was great.
Plus. That's what I was confused about. Because it was
But
free.
that was a while after.
Just
no, it
Mike.
was on launch.
Just
Go at
Mike.
7.
But Mike, are you the koala? Is the question.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Wick is the koala step.
Yes, right. Okay.
Yeah. He said earlier and then said just Mike.
I
He said at the start, I have
missed the
chlamydia.
first part.
And then he wrote, I'm the koala.
Who's the koala?
Mike.
Who's Mike?
The chlamydia infested.
Username
Gotcha.
MWHI87.
All right, 56. Let's go.
Yeah.
What's that?
Reckon? Yeah.
Mike.
Mike's the koala. So who's this guy?
Zuma Thurman. That's a great one.
Oh, that's the
fantastic.
best one. Yeah, Spice Man.
Zuma Thurman.
Well done.
Zuma Thurman.
Well done.
Spice Man's been on a BuzzFeed list of best.
Okay, wait. But that's not a game character.
No, we know. That would,
Yeah, but
Yeah, come on, it's Zuma Thurman. she's
Thurman?
super. She's like,
You're blonde,
Neither's
she's blonde?
Ashley Simpson.
I know, but for me, I think it would be cool to have a game character.
fuck.
But that's the best one yet. But that
For
but that's-
Steph,
yeah.
someone make a video game and put Zuma
Featuring
Thurman in it.
Seesaw, Peter.
Uma Thurman.
Seesaw.
V writing. No, James, I can't call myself that.
Just those.
Oh my god!
No, what was it? Jesus Christ!
Mind you,
I was like, how do you jump?
I bet the roller derby ladies would win.
Oh yeah.
Hold on! Jack, there's a boat! Oh my god, you're on the tail end of this.
Oh, I fucking love this level. I think this is my favorite one in the whole game.
Smash
Middle.
Bandicoot.
Smash Bandicoot!
That was clever as well.
I would love.
That's pretty good.
Shut up. I'll shut up. I'll
Pretty
stay
good.
on the camera. I'll say
But
good
again,
work, mate. Good work.
Lenovo.
Lenovo.
Thank you. Where now?
The cowards.
Oh, I would have done the same thing. Circles back.
Oh, shit.
He fakes. He thinks about faking.
Like a Spartan says, "Go Team Hex, go." Are you referring to Fall Guys? Like who have failed
You're doing well.
the first
Catch it,
round?
mate.
I'm
No
the
one's qualified
owner
yet.
of this whole.
Yeah.
Those who can't do
Okay.
teach.
I should be top
so you're the
40.
coach.
Yeah.
What's your plan?
Yeah. Let's go.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Good strat.
Oh,
Good
no.
strat.
That person made
Well
that.
thought. Well thought.
Well done.
They're catching up.
Yeah, but I'm
You got.
definitely top 40.
Where you going? Where you going? Where you going?
Ooh, no.
Grab!
Oh my
Grab!
god. I would have gone the other way. That's where I would have failed. I would take the safe route and then not.
Fuck you, Timothy. Fuck you, Timothy.
It was way
He
for the
wanted the time.
sabotage.
All right, what's up now?
Getting all grabby.
Telling. Very telling.
Joshy.
Joshy rolling around. Yeah, look how many people.
Lots of good talkbacks.
I like to think Timothy
But
would
all
have done
talk
that with me
and
playing.
no walk.
But
back.
saw Peter coming and was like, I'm gonna fuck that guy
Gotta
up.
fuck that guy
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Here on Ball Isle.
All aisle. Shaq.
So many names. Oh, Shackers production.
Oh no!
Oh, that was huge, Stack.
Reese has it.
Uh-oh.
Of course he does.
Triss Marigold.
It's not violent enough for Steph.
Yeah.
No?
It's not cool.
It's
No.
close.
Quite jovial.
What can we
good.
change Triss to?
Okay.
Can Triss be
Okay,
something
wait,
like
okay.
rash or
Steph?
punch or like
Rash
Steph?
punch.
Steph. I've got it.
But that,
I've got it. Triss.
Oh.
Fuck hog.
Perfect. Oh, we're one more to qualify. Looks like it's
Who's
gonna be
the other one on that
Stonewall.
game?
what else can we add?
Who's the one I like?
You need to be able to jump to the
The
cat.
good one?
you're looking
Yennefer.
at ahead of you.
Yennefer
she's
of
not.
Oh, Yennefer of Burger. Like, there's so many vowels and things to. Did you say?
Yennefer of
Burger.
Burgervale.
Have you never been?
I want to visit.
You've never wintered in Burgervale.
Oh, you simply must. Well, I don't care. What's it? Yennefer of Vengabond? Vengabond? What is
What
it?
about like Princess?
Steph, what is it? Kept me out of this-
Jennifer Vengerberg. What
Vengerberg.
about Princess Peach, but not Peach?
But there's just princess in front
And
of
it
it.
has
It's
to
got to be a
rhyme.
Yeah, because I was
already.
thinking like Zelda.
Yeah, but if it was like Princess, like
Zuma, like Princess
Punch.
Zuma.
yeah, smash in
Princess
your face.
Punch,
Yeah.
but with an
It's
EA.
Princess Stab, but
Peach.
it's got to rhyme with Peach.
It's his pinch. What's this one?
Bleach.
Princess Bleach.
Whoa!
Bleach
Wait, what?
eyes right off.
Princess Bleach.
We're all spawning on the other side. Oh, we've just got to stay on bouncy shit.
Princess Fuck.
Stay in the zone. Oh, stay in the yellow.
Ah,
That's the zone.
Jennifer Vengerberg's pretty good.
oh.
Good. Oh,
Oh, people are going down.
I don't know if that's a good idea. You want to stay?
I want
Oh,
to stay in there.
oh, the
Oh, but they go down there to reset.
set you back.
Yeah.
Put you up there, but you don't want to. Oh, zone time, 10%. But you're building a meter up the top.
Lara Crush.
Crushed. Wouldn't you say Croft? Crushed.
Yeah.
You need to fill. Get on.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't rhyme.
Yennefer of Revengerberg.
Oh fuck yeah! That's
Says LokiCat,
That's pretty good.
who is a writer.
Pretty good.
If you hang.
Arcade Blob says Lara Crotch.
Once you're spinning you.
You got nothing.
Oh no.
The whole repeat.
I'm only
Lara
48%.
Croft.
This is not good.
Would you take a game title as opposed to a
Oh
game
shit! Ah no!
Grab
Not
the
as
swinging
good.
thing.
It's not as strong.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
What do you
good.
grab with though?
Yeah, just hang on.
Okay.
And
Jennifer
swing
of
in the middle.
Revengerberg is pretty fucking awesome. But I can imagine an announcer.
No, it's
struggling
not.
with that.
Oh, I'm
It's getting
tight.
Yeah, even with the Yennefer.
Here comes Jennifer
getting
Revengerberg.
stomped in
Well, it works.
Well,
Yennefer
I think
of-
I think NJ Games also
Goodness.
said that something to keep in mind is that when you are roller derbying, you need a name. Often your name will get shortened to just one syllable. So you want a name that people can like spit out quickly?
Yen
Yep, yeah.
would be
Yeah,
Yen.
it's not bad. Okay, yep, that's good.
Yeah. Oh, fucking bounce, Pete.
Tiffa Blockhart.
I can do this. I can do this.
Says Rhys.
I think
Final Fantasy. You don't like fun. Do you have to like the game as well? Because otherwise that's a...
No, it just has to
middle
be.
is nothing.
I would just prefer it to be a recognizable character. Like I would love it if it was like like a Pikachu.
90%, but there's only one more spot. Ah,
Skater-Chew.
Scan a tube.
There's like 700 Pokemon. One of them has to have a name that we can...
Some of them have names.
Jigglypuff.
Already, like
Jigglypuff.
That's a race one.
Good,
That's another
yeah.
race. Well done.
Squirtle.
like Blastoise is already like it's already.
Melodic
aggressive.
Storm's out.
Steph.
Fuck, that round is hard. Yeah, that was
Squirtle.
Squirtle. Says Max Bob. Kikachu.
Princess Drake Fucker. What the...
Skate 3 says Dolphin Pants.
Z-Screen says Kikachu. Although it's more, it's like Shoot-a-Chew, right? Because you got... Wait, what do you have? Wait.
Scoot.
What do you have? How do you score?
Gonna be Triss Mega Goal.
How do you score? Do you have sticks or do you have...
No.
You're just
Skating in a
you're just
circle.
skating, and you have to. It's about the players and getting around a certain number of times.
Oh, there's not a ball.
No.
Oh, okay, right.
There's a jammer and there's a blocker and there's a bunch of other people.
Okay.
You need
In
your.
fact, getting lap is there.
Unlike
Jammer.
dogfight football, which has two
I
balls.
think the jammer.
Whoa, I can't keep up with this.
That never laps,
okay,
and everyone
cool.
else is trying to stop that from happening.
Volvasaur.
It's Sassless.
Slayonetta.
Sick name's still going. All look, no
Leonetta's
play.
pretty good.
Alpha no
Revenge.
fanfare.
Slayonetta
Slayonetta
jeans.
is
Blazing
great.
blades.
Slayonetta is
struggling.
good.
Slayonetta is good.
Oh, I
Slayonetta.
think that one takes the top.
She's big on heels
Ditto
too.
fanfare.
Heels and boots
It's
and skates.
one word too.
Yeah.
Heels and boots.
Yep.
Yes.
Slay is the short version of it as well.
Yes.
Here, Pete.
Yes.
Not much.
Block me, Slay.
Slay.
Nano's doing alright.
Although
Nano's near the front.
equally. Block me, fuckhock. Slayonetta.
I think Nano's got the win.
Oh!
Nano.
That is very good.
Nano.
Slayonetta.
Slayonetta is very good, Mino.
Yes.
Alright, we got a few getting up there. I can't fucking jump to them. Here we go. Hey, Timothy's through.
Across the line.
Number 3.
Oh, hey, Timothy, what are you
Hey,
doing?
from Timothy the Troll.
Just Slayer 1, which
Lovely.
is pretty good too.
Ready Slayer 1.
That one too.
Ready
That would look
Slayer
good on a jersey
1.
as well. Ready Slayer 1.
Bayonetta is only available on what?
Sassless is getting through. Kate's getting through.
What's Bayonetta available on?
Proxy's getting through.
It was Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Bayonetta, it's on PC too.
On PC as well?
Yeah. I think it's fairly soon. Round's over.
Wii.
Nice. Down to 17.
Wii the Switch.
'Cause I definitely played it. I played it on the Wii.
Have we still got, Quim's in there. Mike's going for a third.
A Timothy up the top.
Gerald's there still. A Timothy's there.
Sick Nade down the bottom
We've
left.
got Sassless, Violet wins.
Slayer 1 is a... Oh no, PlayStation 3. And Xbox? Wait. Oh, that was the
Bayonetta.
first one. Yeah.
first Bayonetta,
Okay. Slayer 1 is also very good. Slayer 1 will look at... Like, Enter
Is that a
Slayer
shift?
1.
Bayonetta's cooler.
Slayonetta's cool.
Is that a no? That's Slave 1. Slave 1. Yeah.
Slave. One?
Smash Sister. That's pretty
You know that good guy Boba Fett that
though?
called his ship the Slave One. Thanks, Disney.
What's the goal here? We're watching.
I thought you were holding hands. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it really does. What's going on, Gus?
I'm doing the camera switch.
Right.
Something.
But I am also
So he wasn't
keeping
really
my
doing it.
For me.
Hey. Oh, okay.
Thank you.
What happened? Oh, that
with
sucks.
the M&M. Yeah, that's the danger of it.
We have the most colourful, engaging game, and no one is looking at it. Everyone's like, you know what?
But this is like, it's
No, it's like-
the definition of a party game.
Yeah,
You're like
popcorn.
hanging out on the couch.
Someone's
the
already
person's
qualified.
playing.
And other people are
Other
focusing
people-
on coming up with names for roller
Fuck
derby.
off.
They have to be the right level of rude, aggressive, and video game.
So people just need to jump through hoops in this?
Hoop scored 0 of 6. Yeah, but they've got to move the platforms there.
Legend of Helda.
Ooh, that's fun.
Alright, I think a Mazer kill is on 2 hoops, but it's saying... Okay, no. Yep, 3 hoops for Proxy.
Trips Marriott. Trips
Who's getting close?
Many Girl.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Evil Gerald.
Mito again.
Evil Gerald's gonna get there. Antonio's
That
gonna
one's
get
too
there.
clever.
Antonio.
Fucking
5.
hell, give someone a break.
Slayonetta.
Slaying it up.
Slayonetta and Slayer 1.
I love Trips mini gold.
Evil Gerald, I think, is
I just wrote.
waiting
wrote
for something
Slayonetta.
close to
I
spawn
want to see Bayonetta.
rather than running around mindlessly. Doesn't seem to be working. Oh, they have 5. The wind on 2. Hoops. There's another 5 on Antonio. Oh, couldn't quite get it.
One more to get. Can we see Antonio get that final hoop?
I don't know that he
There
will.
it is. Oh.
There's a few people on final hoop. Oh no, we saw.
It is
Okay.
messy.
Antonio is now the closest.
Oh God.
Now.
Nano jeans. Antonio wants to go on. He's Nano. 8 of 11 have qualified. Oh! No one's gone for that far one.
Don't they move?
Must be hard. Oh! Oh! Okay. So there's Antonio, so there's one more spot. Sassless is not going to get it. There's 4 on all lurk. Kate's on 3. Tash is on 4.
Who's on 0?
So there's 5 on Portington. Portington might get there. No, someone else got there.
Violet Wind?
Oh, so.
I don't know.
Dunk, dunk.
Can you please use drag queen names? I don't know what that means.
I think maybe you're referring to some of the roller names. Like, don't they all have a lot of drag queens have kind of like?
They usually play on celebrity
fun ones?
names.
Celebrity ones.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. Oh, but no, but I was wondering, is there a, you know how there's the porn star name thing? Is there a drag queen name, like equivalent of like,
Maybe.
this and this is your drag queen?
I don't think so.
It's just what you feel. It's a feel one as opposed to
Princess Leia's pretty good.
You know, just a sign.
how your
It's
childhood
not video gamey really, but it's
formed
nerdy.
the porn star that you became.
Heck, Jeff is a pretty badass little name
That's
already.
good, Dolph Tan.
I like
That's what I would
it,
do.
Stop sucking up Shadow of Dream 2.
though. Keep sucking up.
Keep
Oh.
sucking up.
All right, it's a
Oh,
Banjo.
Banjo-Kazooie!
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I would do. That's what I would be.
Has it already been said?
It got said, yeah.
Oh, okay. It's fucking good though.
Very good.
Race.
Very good.
Banjo-Kazooie is great.
Phalanx, Evil Gerald, Sicknay.
It's one word.
Yeah.
So punchy.
It shortens to slay. You also,
It's
like
strong but feminine.
fucking great.
Yeah.
Slayonetta.
Yeah.
Slayonetta.
The thing is,
You're gonna like shit on.
Bayonetta is already a play on like a weapon,
Yep.
woman's name.
Yep.
But I don't care.
It's a hat on a hat.
Oh, Nano.
Oh, no.
Oh, Nano.
Or Dion suggests Martha is fast.
Good. 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 Because, like, even the people that know video games.
They're like, what?
What?
You
Game
have
of the
to
year.
typically be a back pocket fan.
Yeah.
She sure is. She sure is.
It's fast. How many we got left?
And so dead.
Everyone. No one's
So
qualified yet.
dead.
Sorry, yeah, I meant with the 7
Pronto.
spots to
Rattle
get
through.
7
slots, yeah.
Pronto.
Oh, wow. Boingy, boingy.
I think we're on lap 2, coming up to the finish. Valiant.
Elden Sting.
Elden Sting, that's good. 4 have qualified. Here's Evil Gerald.
Ratchet and Skank.
Amazing. Evil Gerald, I don't think it's going to happen
It's the
for you.
funnest game ever.
That's a drag queen.
Oh man. We should be writing these down.
Alright, so only 4 got eliminated out of that one. The Quim's still there. If that's our familiar koala, hold L2.
Scarcroft. Pretty good.
Scar Hercroft
Yeah.
gets the.
Scar Hercroft.
Uh-huh.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
They just say it faster. But
what's her
it's
croft?
spelled Scar
Yeah, what's her
Hercroft.
croft? That's
What's her
what I'm
croft?
asking now.
Yeah,
Because
that's
like
true now.
scar her.
I made it bad.
Yeah,
didn't I?
what
I
do you-
should. I'm going to stick to Fall Guys.
I'm going to stick to spectating Fall
Paradise
Guys.
Killer.
This is gonna be a gif in a second.
Zero Dark Dirty.
The deadly gun, says Dragon Dundee, which was withheld,
Held
but
for misogyny.
we gotta permit it.
We've set the precedent.
We've said the gunt word too many times for our
Oh
chat.
yeah,
and I'll be like,
thank you very much,
Yeah,
Liz Dahlia.
Liz is on
Because
it.
Rhys
Liz is on
got blocked before when
Did he?
when we were saying it was because
I've forgotten what a
we were
gun
saying it
is.
was Shakespearean.
Yeah.
And
Oh, right.
he said the winter of my disc gunt tent, and Automod came up and said this has been flagged for misogyny. I was like, oh.
Sicknay's aware of the fact that they're on camera and is emoting in between rounds. Give us a wave, Sicknay. Come on.
Flagrant misogyny.
Yeah.
Thank you, Liz.
Oh, God.
Yeah, make a video about that, Rhys, or your misogyny.
Xbox.
That happens all the time in my channel. I will say a string of horrible words.
Yeah, totally.
Chat will repeat it and then get like
Like,
flagged.
yeah, totally.
I'm like, sorry guys.
Maddie G suggests Xbox Series X.
Xbox Series X,
Had that one a few times.
PlayStation
we-
5.
PlayStation 5. But this is, yeah.
Beef Vindaloo
Well,
comes
Novo
from.
are involved in this, so we want to keep it PC focused. Hence why I think
Oh.
Slayer Netto, it was important to see if that was available on PC.
Good point.
Good.
Wait, 2? That's so quiet. We're like,
Wait, what?
Ezio Slaughtertore.
Too much emoting from A. Timothy.
Thing.
So who's left?
Is this a sex thing? Hey,
Oh, it's
It
Thin
is
Ice for the
fun,
final
I
round.
It could be.
You love Thin Ice.
You haven't shot it yet.
Rasco
Who knows what could
Are
happen?
they in the game?
Rasco's in the
do
game?
a little something special just
Maybe.
No.
We've seen it.
Oh, no. Rasco is doing a Intel or Legion partnership as well.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's mad into roller derby. Some derby.
Yeah. She's a hella derbyist.
She, yeah. I think maybe like has had some injuries and so had to kind of recover from those.
Yeah, right.
Mind you, I think Fisticuffs is another roller derby / cosplayer that we interviewed last time.
Good name.
And I remember I was interviewing her and I was like, do you ever like worry about getting injured? And she's like, I've broken both my ankles. And I was like,
How'd she do that? You,
I was about to say, I'd be like, that's enough. One ankle's enough to make me go, I feel like maybe I'm going to reconsider my recreation.
Breaking the ankle is an interesting thing because I think of the ankle as a joint,
Yeah, it is a
which I assume you can break, but I don't think about it as you don't have
But a
the
fracture.
bone ankle.
like,
There's bones that meet to make the ankle, but can you break your ankle?
Wait,
Can
I've
you
always
break
thought
your
the
knee?
ankle as being the
knobby bit.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the ankle.
Right?
I don't know.
Gus, get your ankle out.
Chad will know.
I'm expecting.
There'll be some.
Yes, and Gus. Yes,
There'll be a bone
and.
nerd.
everything I said.
and it is technically, it's not foot and it is technically part of the leg. However, the leg is very
Like, is that not
Broad
the ankle right
advance.
there?
The
That?
ankle is
yeah.
the knob.
The nub is the ankle.
Generic says ankle is the knob.
ankle
is the knob.
bone.
Yeah.
I broke a small bone in my ankle. Because you got a knee cap,
Yeah.
but you don't break your knee.
Already, like you
You can hurt your knee.
I've had some foot
Dislocated,
injuries.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I've
Broken knee, maybe.
wanted
You could break
to
your
identify
kneecap.
with
You could also break the
like
kneecap.
obsess over it.
And so
you
the
wouldn't say
medical
that,
chart
you'd
you
say
chose.
The knob is the
was
cock of the ankle, says
was
Toxic
a-
Well, I want
Sherlock.
to know.
something you could buy on
I
Etsy
want
in
to
the
know
shopping
what
tab.
I want to know what the name of the bone is that is injured, or like area of the foot, so that I can search that and
Yeah,
search,
fair.
like, how
Okay,
to
cool,
fix
cool.
specific problems.
How to
That is like
the
peak
weakness.
anxiety. Dr. Google.
Kaylee Kool-Aid says the
101.
medical
Yeah.
term would be a broken bone at the ankle joint.
At the ankle.
And I'm assuming Kaylee Kool-Aid is a doctor.
With a name like that, I'm here to see Dr.
Yeah.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you are
Don't drink
correct.
the doctor.
Kool-Aid here? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It is technically part of the leg, but
I didn't know that. I
the
never knew
nubbins
that.
are bones that go
So wait,
down.
the ankle is
and
part of the leg?
Well, the nubbins are bones that go down
Yeah.
and nubbin at the end.
They're called nubbins.
Yep.
Yeah.
Medical term.
Medical nubbins.
Yep.
So what's the ankle?
That's
I'd say a significantly low leg break would be an ankle.
But when does it stop being a lower shin and become ankle?
so you've got your ween. You've got your. So you've got your.
all based on
Pete?
entertainment.
You got your weenus.
Yeah.
You got your penis.
Yeah.
You got your penis.
Your penis.
Yeah.
The themo. Thank you for the word.
That's called the Achilles.
Zongalev says the ankle isn't real. Blue knees is real though. Blue
I
knees.
fucking knew it.
Lapscallion, medical question. Are butts legs?
Blue kneecaps.
Yeah, butt is upper leg.
It's very, very top of leg.
Yeah.
Butt is upper leg.
Butt is leg.
That pile.
Butt is leg for sure.
Pile.
And gourd is good.
Oh, it is good. Ham is
I feel like we haven't got an actual answer yet.
What the fuck?
What? Is it a weird photo of an ankle? Who's winning, by the way?
I can't really tell. There's one more needs to be eliminated. Got
Story there.
Oh, it's Proxy and Quim's going to win a third?
yeah.
No,
Visit webpage.
no, it's
Don't win,
a
Quim.
stock photo.
Quim.
Like, why is that a stock photo?
Guys, Quim's going to win a third round.
Broken ankle. No. Look closely.
Yeah, why have they got a little dick on it?
Yeah, exactly. It's got a little
Proxy
tick
out.
on it.
Quim got through.
Quim won 3.
I don't know if that's a win.
I'm gonna
Oh,
Yeah, that was the final round.
Sorry.
Fuck.
Yeah.
hell,
I'm
Quim won
gonna post
again.
this image in the back pocket.
Unbelievable.
Where do I put it?
Put it in back pocket spoilers.
Put it
Back
in
pocket
medical.
spoilers.
Put it in, yeah.
Pick to boat ankles for Pete.
You'll tap out, GG. We're done. You won 75% of the games played tonight,
That's
Mike.
insane.
That was incredible. That's cool.
I like this
Custom
because
game's
someone
great.
who hasn't watched the show will see this image pop up and be like, what?
Yeah.
Back pocket spoilers is good because they'll know that it was supposed to be the show.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though.
Oh, right.
Where the fuck is it? Our Discord is so fucking huge. And I understand why it's huge and it needs to be huge because we have a lot of people and a lot of different things and they need their channels.
They're doing
Close
that
to the
dick
bottom.
ankle thing.
Yeah.
I think the dick ankle thing is important.
That's
But then there's all the archive. I really need to. Nicotex needs to help me sort out my Discord because Nicotex knows all.
What are you on about, Ben Dixon?
I just can't
So
find
look,
it.
here's the thing.
Have another Red Bull and calm
here's the
down.
thing.
I found it.
Here's the thing. Steph and I, it turns out, got a little drunk, and I'm ready to close out the show. That's fine, but I'm also very bored by the idea of going through all the normal we got to thank the mud.
Sorry,
Speed round.
The term you're looking for is. I don't want it.
I don't want it.
I don't want to.
A big thank you to everyone for watching. This was very fun. We've got an outro. Sorry, no, it just says outro. We've got a post show with LokiCat. No,
Oh my god, I forgot about the post show. I'm like, he's got to go because he's got to get on his train.
No, because I'm saying
Get on your train.
because I'm here tomorrow, bumping in fucking windmills.
Windmills for days.
So I'm staying in a hotel.
So you don't even have to get on a train.
That's
We
why I'm
haven't even
so
done the
drunk.
post show yet.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's going on.
You thought this was the post show because you were looking up the little dildo on the ankle.
Totally in post show energy
She's
right
in
now.
post show energy, but
Well,
we're
it's
not
the
there yet.
wine.
The second ad break was a little
Wine,
sooner
that
than what
fucking
usually
wine.
is. Totally.
We had a lot more wine.
We started the second ad break and we didn't do the thing that we were meant to do in the second ad break because we both forgot.
That's true. We didn't.
Shit.
What's the thing? Stop
Then
speaking
ignore
so
it and we'll
cryptically. I'm
just
not-
roll. And then we'll
Yeah.
Do it next week.
We'll
No one will ever know.
Don't worry about it.
We'll worry about it
Hey,
later.
don't-
We're only
hey,
two. We're
Pete. Don't even worry about it. Pete.
Was it, how important was it?
Yeah.
not important. That's not important. Not
It's bad for us. It's good for everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you very much to LokiCat for sponsoring the post show. If you want to watch this post show, you should head to patreon.com/backpocket or head to backpocket.gg where there are links to everything that we do there. And the people who have gone to patreon.com/backpocket become members of the community are the mods. They've helped make the community a lovely, safe place where no one can say gunt, except for at the end of the night where Liz Dahlia was like, no, it must be allowed, and she made it happen.
Liz Dahlia is the arbiter of all things trend setting in the back pocket chat. And now we know
Yeah. That was a big claim.
what is truly the greatest hole.
What is happening? Hole? The greatest
That's
hole?
what you said. It's the greatest hole. You did.
No, I heard hole.
I was going to say of all words.
Oh, right. Okay.
I see.
But then I was like thinking about like the ramifications of what that meant.
Yep.
And I was like,
And particularly when you slowed everything down for a big proclamation as well.
Yeah.
Gat, Syntax Error, Kit Carnage, Liz Dahlia, Sith Cat, Phoenix Lion, Disturb778, Jex, Caboose, and What the Shark. Thank you very much for all your hard work. It's time now to throw to Nick with a new read.
Well done.
For the top stitches. Back Pocket, a special thanks to all our patrons, Peter.
One of those patrons is Oranishi, a fine Floyd fan.
I don't want to. All right, I will, but I'll just say Nathan, not Mason. Fuck.
slow punk loves music.
Akarash, love bee stings.
Necrotex loves bee dicks.
Sure.
What?
Gonna take all those last three comments, put them in a box, put that box away, and never talk about it.
Nice, good call.
Thanks, Boxy.
The coastal city is a place that I'd love to visit sometime soon. Mm-hmm. Real soon.
Maybe a PAX.
Now.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
If you had to get to the coastal city, you'd take the Vega bus. And it would get you there promptly, but you'd have to pay because it's actually a bus masquerading as an Uber.
Nothing's free, mate.
Nothing's free in this world.
And A. Timothy knows that because A. Timothy builds worlds, and you can't build a world for nothing. Rome wasn't built in a day, but
Pay him enough, and A. Timothy will do it in a
A.
day.
Timothy could replicate it in a day, probably.
Did God get paid?
Yes.
All right.
With sin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was like a monkey's paw situation.
Someone who does get paid for everyone who signs up for the dog army is Jepp. Gets a commission on all the people who sign up for the dog army. Sign up today. There's no conflict happening for the dogs currently, but
No dog war going on?
No dog war happening, but you'll just be in a holding pattern until it
But
happens.
that's why people sign up to the reserves and stuff, and then a war
Nothing's happening,
starts.
and then a dog war
yeah.
breaks out, and
Exactly.
who's barking now?
Evil spy boy. Quit it. Okay? Stop being so evil. Just do something nice, do something good, save the planet. I know that's deep down what you want to do, and I believe that you can do it.
We are robots. We'll be there if Evil Spy Boy doesn't stop it to take over the planet. Robots, we shouldn't trust them. We should fear them. Sick the dog on me on them. Cheers, buddy.
Oh God. And dream of a world without war, where people just sit in front of computers and are fed through tubes, and they never have to leave the front of the computers.
That's a nightmare.
And they can just be nutrients plugged straight into their bowels.
Would Dream PC sell those tubes as well?
I'm gonna do so many
RGB tubes.
Valheim house tours when I'm hooked into the Matrix.
Oh my God.
Just 24/7.
Oh no. That's what it feels like.
That sounds like a scam. And if you also want to sign up to another scam, sign up to Toxicoin today. I hear it's doubling in value. It decreased 6 times in value last week, but it's on its up and up, as is the little penis Toxichor.
RhysWild. He is wild. He can do a front flip on a snowboard at the same time as doing a 360 apparently, but I'll believe it when I see it.
Impossible.
There's my gauntlet down on the ground, but it's actually a snow glove. Boom.
BuriBuri can't do any of those things, not with that headwear. The wind resistance would knock her over before she even got started.
But God, she looked good.
She looks so good.
You know what's not resistant to
She's
wind?
a queen.
A wing. The broad wings of an ibis and the broad wings of a dump day.
And a Pegasus bird.
So does that make it resistance to wind?
Yeah, it's resistant.
You're resistant. Oh, Christ. And who wants to fuck that bird? It's LokiCat, everyone. LokiCat riding that hog through the pumpkin patch like he knows he loves to.
Fuck hog. Middle C. Oh, I hope you're doing so well in your cozy turtleneck. I also have a cozy turtleneck, which means we're twins. Separated at birth. Did I not tell you? Did your parents not tell you?
By the neck.
How do you feel about it? Is it okay?
Mr. Gorbachev, pour me more wine.
Wolsey is going to unsubscribe because we never give Wolsey the proper time of day.
We give Wolsey the gusto, though. He gets the grunt at the end of it.
Tear down this Wolsey every time.
He gets tear down this Wolsey because it's fun to say.
As opposed to Wolsey.
I'm gonna write Wolsey a monologue.
He gets the energy of the relief knowing it's the last one.
Yeah, this
So
segment.
every time it comes in, and you better believe it.
I'm gonna write Wolsey a monologue right now because I'm gonna forget
now,
between
Jesus
now
Christ.
and next week, and then you're gonna be like, Steph, did you write that monologue? And I'm gonna be like, no.
Okay, you write it between now and the post show. Speaking of the post show, it's sponsored by LokiCat, and in the post show, I have a picture. I actually have 2 pictures of Rhys. One is him on a snowboard, and one is someone purportedly as Rhys doing a flip. It could be him. It's hard to tell because there's snow goggles.
Did everyone see the stock image that I posted in Back Pocket Spoilers? And can I just say that I searched ankle bone.